All right, I'm starting this. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
This meeting now is live. We are live streaming on Facebook, big fella.
It says that?
What it says on my screen right now. Here, let me reload your page on Facebook, and I'll double make sure of that. But and it just told me, I got a notification that Paul Field. Yeah, it's there.
Is it? You can actually see this bullshit?
Yes, I can. In fact,
okay. There's like no indication on my page whatsoever that it's doing it.
Yeah, it's dysfunctional quarantine #1. Carl Haupt has already commented. He says, "You are live." Then he says, "Hi, fags." Carl, that's high praise indeed.
Yeah, from the king fag.
From the Paul Lynn school of hiding his sexuality.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's I see 8 people already. All right, good.
Just kidding.
All right.
Hey,
Tom, you're in charge of making sure we don't drop off this.
I just noticed something. It appears to me that you may be doing this from your bedroom where all the action happens. Is that
yes.
What are those fingernail marks I see on the headboard? And my blue light on your wow, that looks like
they aren't actually decorative things. They're handcuffs that have broken off when people have escaped.
That looks like a Jackson Pollock painting on the wall.
Yeah, I don't know what the light from the window is bouncing off and like giving me a halo. So,
The halo, man. You just to balance things out, don't you?
I'm the least person to get a halo ever.
I know.
So, all right, are you watching the comments? Because I can. If anyone wants to join, tell me and we'll get them on.
Rather than your face, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Jim O'Connor says, "Put a Paul Lynn GIF."
Yeah.
In the comment section. That was nice. John Hollywood has liked our. Hey, John, we should invite John Hollywood if he.
John Hollywood know how to use fucking Zoom app.
He doesn't know how to use it?
I don't know. Oh. I don't even know what that is. Hold on, let me text him. Hold on.
Yeah. John Hollywood, very, very popular on the Comedy Complaints Facebook page. John Hollywood says, "You should talk, Carl." Carl's like a guy from the South that has sisters.
He's so big, he's from the North and the South.
He sounds really effeminate, but he's not.
No, yes, he is. You've never met him.
He does have foo-foo dogs. That I do know. John Hollywood says, "I have to go to the store soon."
Soon, so he can't be on it now. Oh, what a fag. Comes on your phone.
Yeah, that is true. It will work on your phone.
What kind of store does he have to go to? I thought all the gay fucking bathhouses were closed. Well, there goes the focus on your camera. Oh, there it goes back again. Your camera went out of focus for a second.
Yeah, well, if I
focus on that phone
up or do something to break the plane, it'll try to refocus it on that.
Okay.
I'm supposed to text somebody and tell them when we were going live. Hold on a second.
I got a friend request of someone who says they're married to themselves. I don't know. It's a friend of yours too.
That's Lynette Miller.
Yeah, it says that she's in a relationship with Lynette Miller.
She was in a relationship with me, I'll tell you.
Oh, really?
Let me see here. Messages. I'll get her. Josh Capozzi, my good friend.
Those fingernail marks. Hold on, I have to mute this bullshit. I fucking muted it. Shut up. I got a friend request. It's so far behind too.
Josh Capozzi, my good friend, who sadly was not part of the Deepwater Horizon disaster.
He's into all that fucking retarded conspiracy theory shit? Does he believe there's a virus? He's telling me how there's tons of toilet rolls available where he lives, so he must believe it if he's buying toilet roll.
Yeah, I don't know that we can use toilet rolls to confirm or deny.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go out and you buy 900 toilet rolls, you must believe something's going
on. John Hollywood says, "Watch, my video is hysterical." He says,
"Carlo, Carlo just asked if I recommend Zoom. I haven't tried Restream yet, but Zoom has the option to go live on Facebook built in, and as you can see, it works." So, yeah. Right, whatever. Commercial over.
I've got to think.
This commercial was brought to you by Tom Gulley Clocks.
It says, "Don't cut your meeting short. Get more done. Upgrade for only $14.99."
Yeah, you don't need to do that. I paid. You don't need to do that.
Oh wow. Gee.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you have two people, you can stay on all day, but you can't. Facebook Live, I don't think is included in the free one. I don't think so.
Josh,
but if you have more than two people, you only get 40 minutes on the free one, so it sucks.
Did you approve Lynette for being a friend?
No, should I?
Well, can she watch it if she doesn't? If you don't?
Yeah, it's to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, you can share it too.
Paul's page. Josh Capozzi says Bobby Booey, Howard Stern. Ooh,
yeah, very good.
Toilet rolls with butter or jam. Says John Hollywood. Wendy from the Howard Stern Show has been coming on my program every day, saying hi, and she's got a GoFundMe because she was.
I bet she does.
And man, oh man, I always go put the link in the chat. And
she should have a GoFundMe for a brain.
And that's a bridge too far for her putting the link in the chat. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Someone started that GoFundMe. They told her how to get the money, and they're hoping she doesn't figure it out. Money.
Yeah, it's like a monkey.
Hey James, I'm just looking at the feed. James, someone I used to work with is on there. Hayden, hi Hayden Kidman. What's going on? Carlo. I don't know about Restream. We haven't tried that yet.
Like GoFundMe for Wendy is like those monkeys that they put like seed in the trunk of the tree, and the monkey grabs it, makes its hand so big it can't pull it out of the tree. Hayden Kidman has said,
you know that person? I don't know.
Hi Paul, hope you're keeping well.
Do I? Oh, maybe I'm an idiot then. Maybe I do know.
Goes to Hailsham Community College.
Oh shit! So it's okay. Yes, so that's my family in England.
Yeah,
my birth family area is Hailsham.
I'm
an idiot. Of course I know Hayden.
Touching how close you guys are.
Yeah, the fact that I totally forgot the first name.
So what are you doing? I've noticed you posting a lot of coronavirus stuff.
Oh my God, I'm getting in so much trouble with people because I live 2 towns from Lakewood, New Jersey.
Yeah, I know all that.
Lakewood, New Jersey is the abomination of America when it comes to the coronavirus.
Isn't that where the Hindenburg crashed too?
It should have. If it crashed here this week, I wouldn't be upset about it.
I'll tell you something.
Apparently, if you comment on a bunch of people that don't follow the rules, who spread the virus, who have the most number of cases in the whole of my county, and they just happen to be acidics, I'm now a racist.
Again. Why? The virus knows no race. I will say this.
And apparently, if you make a comment about them people doing that in that town, not every one of those people, just the ones in that town doing it, you automatically hate everybody of that religion. That's my Facebook page right now.
I don't understand that.
No.
I hope they get coronavirus.
Yeah.
Somebody
made a video of they were driving past, I guess, a restaurant, and they had a big close sign in the window, and there was a couple of acidic people knocking on the door. And I may have sent it to you, but he shouted out the window, "It's closed, go home." And apparently, because he had an English accent, everybody messaged me saying, "Hey, can we come with you when you do another video?"
I'm going to tell you something. I took, and from you and from everybody else, I've taken so much heat for moving to Utah in the middle of nowhere. Guess how many cases we have in the county that I live?
Hope there's one, and it's upstairs in your apartment block.
0.
You brought it in, didn't you? You brought it in from somewhere.
It's 0 in 2,500 square miles. None. So I tell people.
You know what though? But how many people of those people have been tested though? Because let's be honest, these numbers they're getting, they're probably 1%. It's everywhere. Everybody has it, but not that many people actually get sick.
There's a lot of people that have been tested.
Really?
A lot of people. Oh, yeah.
Do they have like a drive-in thing in Utah that you have to drive 900 miles to do a blood test?
There's a clinic in the county. They test people.
There's a clinic, boy. If you bring a banjo, you get to be first in the line for the coronavirus test.
I wish I could say that's not true, but I've been quarantining since I got here. Nobody wants to come within 6 feet of me, and I don't do it.
We've seen you.
Come home, and that's it.
We've seen your show, Tom.
Yeah.
That pussy's dried up since you moved to Utah.
Oh, I think they were dry before I got here. I don't think there was any. But yeah, it's so strange. I don't, when it first started, I was like most people. I'm like, it's a bad flu. What are we shutting the country down for?
Tim, our good friend Terrible Tim says that it's a cold.
Yeah. But now I'm like, even if it is a bad flu, it's super duper contagious. So
I think it's just as contagious as all the others. It's just we don't have a vaccine yet.
yeah, that's another part of it.
It's a coronavirus. There's fucking 19 or 20 of them.
Yeah, yeah. And there's not just for humans. There's coronavirus animals.
There's another story.
If you look
think it came from someone eating a monkey and eating a monkey and a bat in China. I mean, I guess it could have, right? Because they just said a tiger. I think it was a tiger got it. Was it the Bronx Zoo?
Well, that's one of the big conspiracy theories. Yeah, it was a tiger somewhere got it. One of the big conspiracy theories is that China deliberately developed it so that it would.
It was really close to the building where they do that shit, though.
Yeah.
Another one is that Bill Gates developed it and then he sold it to China, I think was another one, right?
Bill Gates predicted it like 2 or 4 years ago. Is the biggest threat is a virus that we don't have a vaccine for.
I actually predicted it 3 weeks ago. I actually said to someone, hey, can I get a Corona?
Yeah. Where's boy, look at that. Look at that lamp in the back. That must have been where one of Denise's dislocated knees went all askew and knocked over that lampshade. Oh man.
I mention lampshades, I'll get called a fucking racist again.
I never imagined that I would get to see the inner sanctum of Paul and Denise's bedroom. And
you can guess,
so different.
It's been in a couple of videos online, you may have seen it, but if you can guess if I was to turn the camera to what is in front of this bed, other than there's a TV, but what is in the room between the TV and me, let's see if you can guess what it is.
A bassinet?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Is it a 55-gallon drum?
Yes, with women in it. All right, here we go.
Astroglide.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Well, that's close to a bassinet, a playpen.
It's not a playpen.
What is it? Bounce house?
The bounce house.
No, not a very big one. So what are you guys doing there? Is that
I know, right?
That Denise threw out her pelvis this time?
If you notice, it's right level with the window that doesn't close. So I pushed her off the bed and so I can bounce her out the fucking window.
Oh, man. Jim O'Connor says a treadmill that no one uses.
Yeah, right. Jim should check the mirror.
My close personal friend Lynette Miller is in the house.
Yeah, I see that.
She's dreamy. I'm telling you.
Do I have to look at the picture now? I don't want to get off the light.
Take my word for it. She is.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. Wow. Look at that. What you didn't pick that picture above the bed, I'm guessing.
I would hazard a guess that picture was there when I bought the house.
Kathy Bellatti's with us. Rosa says, I think you're too big for the bounce house, Paul.
Yes. Want to bet? I am over the weight limit. It says on the thing. This thing is such a piece of shit, right? It says its weight limit is 180 pounds. My grandson, who is 4,
yeah,
is not. I don't know, what is he? 50 pounds, 40 pounds? I don't know what he is. This thing bursts. It leaks. It pops. There's like these lines that go across that like divide the ridges, that bounce part of it, and at the end, it pops, and you have to seal it with like you're fixing an inner tube or a tire.
Right.
And then a day later, the next one. It's like there's this failure point at the end of each of these plastic lines that pops every day. So I don't know how if a 180-pound person jumped on this thing, it would blow through the wall.
Do you think it's because of all the KY you and Denise use in there has broken down the rubber on the inside of it?
Well, that was how I managed to get into it. Everybody's telling me to get in the bounce house.
You're home all the time, right? Like
next week I have to go to work all week.
Really? They open
at least for some of it. Wednesday I'm going to be in it all the time. I got to be there the whole time. But we're in this archaic place that still sends backups offsite. So one person has to go in and run these fucking backups to be picked up.
Well, you're in kind of an essential position, so you
yes.
Probably
let's just say yesterday we got a big database file of all the money that all people are getting.
Whoa. Now, do you
and on Wednesday they're getting it. So anyone who's in New Jersey that wonders when they're getting their stimulus money, we're supposed to give it to you on Wednesday.
In New Jersey, you can't be out after, is it 5 or 8?
It's supposed to be 8. Most of the stores closed, like Walmart. I have a 24-hour massive Walmart right down the street. I know you don't know what those are where you live, but right down the street there's this big store, and it closes at 8:30 and opens at 6. They want to stay open all day, but I guess the town told them to close or whatever. Plus, whenever the delivery truck comes, people shop with guns and take all the toilet roll, so whatever.
I loved your toilet roll video that you did. I don't know if it was TikTok or something. It was a real quick one.
I was trying my effort at doing a TikTok video.
Yeah, it was funny with the 1 square per day.
Yeah, right. And what's funny is when I went to do it, I didn't know that the toilet roll had the smallest squares I've ever seen on it. They were like, they weren't like that. They were like that. So,
yeah. Well,
I see my buddy Adam, who was a good friend of mine in England, now lives in Texas. He's watching. I see Terrible Tim is watching. I don't want to put him on here. If we put Terrible Tim on here, this thing will just turn into an abortion. We'll do that. Whenever me and you need to take a shit, Tom, we'll put Tim on.
I had to ban Terrible Tim, and I didn't want to, but he was coming onto my own show page and like using a lot of profanity and stuff. If it wasn't for the profanity, I would still be tolerating Terrible Tim.
Yeah, because Terrible Tim is one of these people that he thinks he's right with all this conspiracy horseshit. And when you argue with him, he says cunt and fuck, and he thinks that will override. Oh, you know what? You said fuck, so he must. You know what? Everything, all the science that I just broke out for the last hour and a half that proves you wrong, Tim, is completely bullshit. Because you said the word fuck, and that overrides fact.
Hey, he must be serious.
Yes, he must. He must be right. He was serious. He was serious when his fucking uncle got killed in a car crash, and he got the $600,000 money. All right, and he's still living off of that. He must spend 50 cents a week. If I get the coronavirus, I'm going to Tim's house, and yes, Tim, I know where you live. We know your last name. It isn't Simmons. It's a big fucking Jewy Russian-y name that I've written down. I'm going to your house, and I'm going to fuck you until you get the coronavirus.
Well, I'm
doing this for everybody in Staten Island, Tim. I'm going to fuck you until you get the coronavirus.
Just go to the nearest convenience store and cough all over all the Dolly Madison products, and he's dead, man.
Fucking now Tim's banging on about how you blocked him in the feed.
I did.
Yeah, what an idiot.
You know, you can't use that much profanity, Tim. You just can't. I don't care if you all the other stuff, but you just way too much profanity.
Well, that's what happens is when he doesn't get his ideas across. I curse my balls off, but your show is not a cursey show, so
yeah,
so
yeah, I come here for that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I come here.
Yeah, say fucking cunt.
As long as I can, not to laugh out loud at one of your horrifyingly racist comments.
Yeah. I actually deleted a bunch. I just deleted a bunch of stuff out of my feed because apparently, like I said, going back to the Lakewood thing, if you say you hate people that spread a virus, now you're a racist against everyone on the whole planet that these 100,000 people represent, which they don't, because every other person of that religion says we fucking hate these people in Lakewood.
Oh, I'd like to also mention Tim still hasn't read the official 9/11 report.
Oh, please.
I don't want to calculate the years and days and months like I usually do, but he still hasn't read it.
God, it's never going to happen. He hasn't written 9/11 in 1986. He hasn't got to 2001 yet.
What's the funniest coronavirus joke you've heard?
Well, here's one I've written, right? Because I was trying to figure out how I can make fun of the Hasidics and get away with it. And of course, that's, anything I say now is totally racist. But this one was. So remember, I'm saying this to nobody. Okay. Right. So this is my on stage thing. I'm going to be like, yeah, so everyone's heard, I live near Lakewood and this certain group up there has been spreading the virus. And, every 3 days or weekends, whatever, they have a big party. And I have no problem with the religion. I just want to know why they haven't invited my in-laws.
Yeah,
it's not bad, right?
No,
all right.
Good one, actually. Man, people are commenting here anyway.
Yeah, we'll keep see if anyone who's on the feed that wants to come on the show.
He actually
hit me up.
Jim O'Connor actually has a funny line. Paul isn't a racist, just an anti-Semite.
Yeah, and how many? You know that you're a fucked up religion when you have a separate word for hating you, right? If I don't like the Tom Gulley religion, I'm an anti-Tom Gulley. But if I don't like Jewish people, I'm an anti-Semite. No, I know the background people. You don't have to explain it. I just think it's funny that they don't say anti-Jew. You know,
whatever. Yeah, I'm still really.
All right, now Tim Sims is saying that there was 3 buildings that fell down, only 2 planes. So how did that happen in 9/11?
I don't know. There was 1 bomb at Hiroshima. I'm pretty sure more than 1 building fell down. You fucking moron. It's just, I'm still.
Ponte, is he saying he wants to come on the show?
I'm still stunned that the Jonesy and Jeannie Knoll podcast only went 1 episode.
I didn't even know it lasted that little. I saw that it was funny. She was supposed to come work for me at a show. We did a show at Tiff's in Mars Plains a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, whatever. She was supposed to do the door. I have people work the door that I know how I do it. So I have 2 people that I do it. She says, I can't do it. We're doing a practice show. And I found out where she was doing it, whatever. She did it. I never saw a show again. Was the practice show the one that actually worked? Or was there another actual show?
Practice show, and then there was an actual show.
I never saw the actual show.
Yeah.
All I know is the first time I saw it, it was called, what was it called? The FF? What was the F stand for again?
Funny Philosophy.
Right. So it's called the Funny Philosophy Show with 2 F's, which is great. But then the caption at the bottom of the screen was spelled PH. So how about some consistency in your graphics?
I was just stunned that Jonesy kind of.
Jeannie, do you want to come on this show and talk to us about this clusterfuck? Hey, Ken, what's up? Ken is my flooring guy. He's a very supportive friend of mine that never goes to any of my shows that are a mile away. Good guy, Ken. Fuck him. So
yeah.
The only reason that I keep staying friends with Ken is because his fucking floor jobs are so awful. 2 weeks later, he has to come do them again. That's why he's got so much money. No, that's not true. We had a flood in our kitchen literally a week after it was fixed, and we had to do the whole fucking thing again.
He wants to know if there's peanut butter.
Yes, because he did all mysteriously. He did every floor in my house, and they say they found peanut butter under my bed. Incidentally, the bed that I'm sat on right now. So not only me in this room.
Jeannie says Jonesy got under her skin. She doesn't want to come on because she doesn't want to start a big commotion. Well,
Jeannie hasn't started a big commotion anywhere in the last 40 years.
You could play handball off of her sister's forehead.
Jesus.
That is a woman with a giant melon. I mean,
I know someone who wants to fuck her sister so bad.
A trash can sized head, man. Who, the Burger King clown? Somebody with an equally giant sized head.
Someone who goes to school where they stole the buses and road trip.
Yeah. Her sister's got a Joker face too. That big.
They love each other and hate each other. I don't know what's going on.
Every time I see her sister, I want to put a golf ball through her mouth and try to get a hole in one. It's terrible. But Jeannie's got her own apartment now. Or getting.
Yes, but she's never been there.
I don't know if the coronavirus put a halt to that, but
no, she's too scared to be on her own. And I think she said she has a communal mailbox type one of those. I'm assuming it's one of those apartment buildings where they have the slots.
Mailbox trees.
Yeah, like who the fuck wants to touch that shit? You know?
Yeah, really.
But she says the thing's completely empty and she's too scared to go on her own. Meanwhile, she's going to stay at her house where her ex-husband's going to stab her in the neck. It's safe. Safe.
Would be in that love den already. She'd have.
How is something on hold that you closed the mortgage on? That's not on hold. That's you being a pussy.
I picture Jeannie's place as having a couple beanbag chairs, a futon couch, a lot of tie-dye, some beads that you have to open to get into the bedroom, and
a whole room full of screenshots from dating apps of people that want to kill her.
A lot of. She says it's on hold.
It's not on hold. Just buy a couch and go live there.
And Yeah, burning a lot of Nag Champa incense. And
I'm going to keep ragging on Jeannie now until she actually calls into the show. That's the plan. I'm just going to keep going.
we don't have to talk about the Jonesy incident.
I still want to know what happened.
Well, come on. I know what happened.
They had a falling out, and he tried to be a controlling bitch, I'm guessing.
But no, they had a falling out because
Was it on the air?
Controlling. No.
Ah,
On the air.
we need to get them both on this show so they can have the falling out on the air.
Because Jonesy will just come with his normal wheelbarrow full of excuses and faux apologies, and then that
If she really doesn't want to move into that apartment, she should let Jonesy stay there because things seems to burn down quite quickly.
Yeah, she should have it double insured and
insure the apartment upstairs from it in your own name as well.
I'm the only one that thinks there was a conversation with Jonesy.
Oh, Jeannie says she'll come on with Jonesy.
There was a conversation with Jonesy and his current landlord / girlfriend that was like
/ mom.
No. How much is this insured for? How the do is,
We made that joke 1 second after the house burned down.
1 second.
Jeannie says she hasn't talked to Jonesy since then.
Lucky her. It worked, Jeannie. It worked. Funny philosophy. It's a cool logo. Her kid did it, and Jeannie said,
you can tell.
You can have the logo. Just the logo.
Whose kid did it?
Jeannie's kid.
I know she had a 4-year-old.
I thought it was a cool logo. I really did.
Terrible Tim is still going on about how you blocked him.
Get over it, man.
Are you seeing these comments or you're not even seeing any?
Well, I've blocked him in general. So
that's why you're not seeing this shit that I'm reading.
Just too much profanity. I kept telling him, dude, lay off the bat. You can.
Like I said, whenever people don't agree with him, which is the whole planet except him and these two idiots. Some guy from Australia now who did a show the other day about how stupid I am for being scared of Jewish people. Did you see that?
He's got a guy from Wales too, doesn't he?
I don't know.
United States.
That guy's fucking sheep. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's awful. Tim Simmons is upset that he can't post on my show. That's terrible. I was nice to him on 9/11 for two reasons. Number one, I had a serious discussion of the issues at hand with him and got it out on the table. Two, it was 9/11, so I knew he had a massive erection. That's his big day, his big conspiracy day. That was, he just must wake up with in the mood that day.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyone watching that wants to join in, I paid a whopping $14.99 for this Zoom account. So we need to, right now, we're not using the value for money on this thing. So let's get some more people on here. Anybody else? All right, Jeannie's coming on.
Send me the link.
What, you?
No, Jeannie wants the link. She wants.
Okay, hold on.
Part of it.
Hold on a minute. I got to fucking look up her stupid email. I know her email, but I don't want to read it out on the air.
We'll get Jeannie in here and get some eye candy going.
Why? She got a friend?
Get lots of friends. A whole lot of friends. Jeannie's had a bad habit recently of going live during my show. There's nothing more awesome than seeing one of your friends is going live. Pops up as a notification during the middle of your show.
I should do that more often, though.
Yeah, you really should. Kelly Patricia says, where's the wife? She's the funny one. Ken Probst says, I'll come to your next show, Paul, but you have to replace the floors one more time.
Yeah, probably. You see what I'm saying? You think I'm joking? I'm not.
I'm happy my friend Lynette Miller is watching this.
She was in the feed for a bit.
Yeah. She may have just decided to go to sleep or
she's in like Guatemala?
No, she's in LA, but she was up late last night.
All right, I just sent Jeannie the link.
Yes, let's get Jeannie in here. Jonesy won't be far behind. I wonder if they blocked each other or if one of them has blocked the other. I haven't seen Jonesy post in a long time.
No, he did post something. He posted something today. I think I saw. I wish I could remember what it was. It was something.
She says her phone is low.
Oh,
Where's the link?
ask her. She's at a house. They have these phone cables you plug in and it charges it.
Man, why
That's the only thing in a new apartment is a phone charger.
plug it in.
Jeannie, I emailed it to you.
Phone charger and an IUD.
Lynette's there. She's there.
Oh, there she is. Good old Lynette. I love Lynette. Lynette's my favorite person on earth. I swear to you.
You know that's a fake picture, right? That's actually a Terrible Tim fake account. How fucking funny if Terrible Tim managed to catfish you. That would be fun. And you're sending him Tom Gulley show fucking clocks for free.
Yeah. No. I actually speak with Lynette, and I know Tim doesn't have the wherewithal to imitate another person.
Lynette has a much bigger Adam's apple.
She's gorgeous. She's dreamy.
Oh my God, I'm gonna block Tim too because he's just fucking going on about the same shit.
Yeah, he just cuts and pastes from the.
He's got like a notepad open 24. Oh, here she is.
He's connecting to audio. Tim just cuts and pastes from the batshit crazy handbook.
Look, it's Sharon Simon.
Shut up. Am I on?
Yeah,
My
you're
phone's
on.
all screwy, so I don't know how long I have.
Why do you turn the video off every 2 seconds? Where's your Wi-Fi?
I'm trying to get situated.
The Wi-Fi's so bad. If you move the phone to the left, it turns off the video.
Plug the phone.
I know. I don't know what's going on. It's not. Oh, I only have 10% battery.
Okay, plug the wire in.
I know, but then I have to leave the room and go get it. And
It's a mobile phone.
I'm trying to social distance in my house. I can't.
You've been trying to social distance for 4.5 years.
4.5.
You're actually the coronavirus fucking patient zero. You just can't. You're the worst fucking social distancing person on the planet. Look, you just made Tom cough.
I'm not mad at Jonesy.
I didn't make Tom cough. No, I have like my charger is in the kitchen and it's a very short wire and it has to plug in behind the bed. And if I plug it in, I won't be able to hold my phone. So that's why my life is always complicated. You don't know that about me yet.
I once saw you put your rear end up to a car heater during a live stream.
Exactly. Complicated life.
The bed won't involve any more contortions than that.
Oh my God. Then I'm going to have to hang up and start over because I don't want to walk through my house with the phone. But
it's okay. Spill something on your shirt and bring a blow dryer to the show.
Actually, when we did our show test before, we taught Jeannie that you shouldn't lay back on the bed and put the phone on your stomach when you're doing a live show.
I can't even be comfortable.
All I saw was the Alps and a set of fucking grandma glasses.
Why is your phone perpetually at like 10%?
I don't know, because I'm on it a lot and I don't have it plugged in. So
your sister's watching.
She is?
Yeah.
Really?
Amazing. As soon as you get on the air, there she is.
Don't say anything mean.
I'm not saying anything mean. Tom.
Say anything mean. I'm just wondering how she can watch the video when people are playing handball off her forehead.
That's not nice.
No, it really isn't.
All right, forget about Jessica.
Not nice.
Look, be nice to Jessica. I have guys that want to bang her. What happened with Jonesy? What did you do?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. I was going through a stage where I was being triggered every 5 seconds.
Oh, no, really? Would that be the same stage where you said to me, if you ever call me the Plain Sister, I'm going to fuck you up?
That would be the exact same stage.
Oh, man.
Tom, you missed that. I got this fucking message.
I was flipping out on everyone. I was flipping out on everyone, and Jonesy was just pushing my buttons because I just don't know why, but like I got labeled as the Plain Sister, and I don't know why. And it has nothing to do with my sister. She didn't start that or anything. And I don't know, whatever. It was a conversation I had with Jonesy, and he said something back to me that got me pissed. And his behavior was, he was being himself, you know. And I realized that I didn't like that very much. And I stopped doing
I know
the
what Jonesy
podcast
said.
with him.
What, Tom, what's this for a trigger? I know what Jonesy said. He said, Jessica's the only one who's allowed to go to the open mic at Dingbats.
Wait, what? That was my open mic. I don't get it.
Just because you don't apply makeup like the Joker does not mean.
All right, no, let's not. We're not talking about my sister now.
Oh,
All right, we're really not.
What did Jonesy?
What? It was about Jonesy. He was just being a dick.
What did Jonesy
and I
say
didn't
that
like
triggered you that time?
No, seriously, she told me what happened, and he didn't say, he did a bunch of stuff that was just like, Jeannie, you don't exist. I'm a bull in a china closet. I'm gonna take this over. And she's,
yeah, it was crazy. I was doing a lot of the work for the podcast, and he was just kind of like not doing the work, and yet wanting everything to go his way. And it's not stuff that I really want to say on a podcast. But
I've got the TMZ exclusive. Here's the TMZ exclusive. The work that Jeannie was doing for the podcast was she had to blow Marklin for the equipment.
No, stop it. No, I had my son make the logo. I did a lot of the footwork to actually make it happen. I did.
But you couldn't spell philosophy right. You're a kid.
That wasn't me. I didn't type that.
All right.
But whatever. It was a fun thing. You know what? I got to say, I appreciate Jonesy for thinking of me, because he knew that I always wanted to do like a produced podcast with someone or whatever. And it just didn't work out.
Jessica
it's literally one of those things.
Jessica
that we
says you have to tell us about the
issues.
shirt.
What?
Jessica says, tell us about the shirt.
What about what shirt? Oh, no, I'm not gonna I don't really want to. We were filming a promo, like a 15-second promo for the beginning of the podcast. And when I showed up, he wanted me to throw on a like an old t-shirt, like a gym t-shirt or whatever, to match him. And I didn't want to. And I was going through a whole thing where all that was going through my head was I was the plain sister, and I didn't want to look plain. And I looked nice that day. Like I had a pretty black shirt on, earrings, makeup, everything. And then he had me throw on this stupid red t-shirt that was like a double XL. And it was a girl thing. It just pissed me off. And I don't know, something happened with him wanting to hire an intern. There was just like a lot of little things that added up to me just saying, no, I can't do this.
Sounds like a lot of planning for an hour show that was on once.
Well, like an episode, but you know, I guess there's a certain school of thought that says if you're standing next to Jonesy in any kind of shirt, you're going to look like you've been doing CrossFit 90 nonstop for about 3 months.
If you stand to the left of Jonesy, you look like a 10.
You're a jerk. I don't know if that's not even a compliment to me anyway. It doesn't matter.
It is kind of.
It is. Well, it means you're skinnier than Jonesy. If you take that as a compliment, I guess.
Okay. I have nothing bad to say about him. It was just that our personalities conflict, and I wasn't in the mood to really just be meek and just.
So are you saying that your personalities are too much alike or too opposite?
They're very opposite.
Okay, because I think he's a really nice guy.
Fuck you.
I was hoping you were going to say alike. I was going to call him a cunt.
It's so opposite that Jeannie's new apartment hasn't burned down yet.
No, I don't know. I don't want anything bad to happen with me and Jonesy. I don't really need him to call me up and be upset with me or whatever. We're in a lull right now. We don't talk at all.
Well, then don't worry about him calling you up. Hey, what's going on with your new apartment?
My new apartment, I closed on it the day before the quarantine started, and I haven't been back to it. I've just been quarantining with Matt and the kids, and except for my son George, he's still in Rhode Island.
Gotta be coronavirus free. Totally. Nobody's been in it.
No, it's not just the apartment. It's the fact that it's in a whole building, and it's in Patterson, which is more of a city area than this. And honestly, I just feel I feel safer here. I really do.
Wait, so you just closed on an apartment in a town that the next day you don't feel safe in.
Whatever, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have to explain myself. I just feel better here. I'm with my family.
Tom got his apartment he's in now, he got it because there's so many people to meet in the area.
Because of what?
there's lots of people near his town where he lives, right? You know, in Utah, there's like 4 people.
Like 5, yeah.
Yeah, including Tom. Yeah.
No
Which
virus.
is more than where he used to live, where there was like 1, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's 500 people in this town.
Yeah.
There's only 100 people.
But
It must
my
be hard to be a
apartment basically-
pedophile. It must be hard to be a pedophile in Utah because there's just like 1 kid they hand around.
Oh my God, that's awful.
No cap.
You actually said it right, though. You usually call it a pedophile, right?
Yes, because it has an extra A in it. It's P-A-E.
You're finally American.
Yeah. I signed the papers.
That's a rough way to become American.
Learn how to say pedophile.
No.
I swear to
That's
God,
like
Your Honor, he
on,
enjoyed it.
That's on the test that they make you take at Ellis Island.
Jeannie, they delivered your bedroom set to my house by accident. Do you want to see it? In your
I
apartment.
don't know.
There it is.
Do
Hold on.
I? I saw you talking about that before. What is that? A whole playpen?
It's not a playpen. It's not a fucking dog. It's a bounce house.
I couldn't see it. What do you mean a dog?
It's a bounce house.
Bounce house.
All right. I couldn't tell by looking at it. It looked like it was supposed to be enclosed, but ripped.
Oh, the big thing that says Fisher Price bounce house on the front of it.
I
Terrible.
didn't read it.
Terrible Tim is forwarding the conspiracy theory that Jeannie's ex-husband created the coronavirus just so that she would have to stay in the house with him.
That's what Tim is saying?
Yeah,
You can't see what Tim's saying. You made that up.
I just made that up. But think about it. It's not all that out of the realm of possibility.
Jim
It would be
O'Connor says that Jonesy should have to wear a dress to match Jeannie to solve this problem with them.
There you go. Whatever. It's all right.
He gave her a dress size t-shirt. When she told me that story, I'm like, what? A 2XL?
I think honestly, I don't know. I can't say too much because people are watching this and I don't want to express myself like that, you know?
Oh, so you don't want to tell the truth on this podcast is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. I just don't want to like diss him, you know. I that's not my style, but there is a whole story behind it and whatever. I don't want to
The actual story disses him well enough without you saying anything.
yeah, exactly. It's all good though.
Were you the
But
first or
meanwhile-
the second F in the FF show?
What?
Yeah, whatever. It wasn't funny the first time.
Are you writing or doing anything like that, Jeannie? Because I've seen some of your postings and you seem very, very unsettled by the whole coronavirus thing.
Yeah. Would you ask me if I'm doing writing?
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh my God. I can't even today's my first day that I even reached out to people. Like I talked to Paul before on Zoom and Chris de Blasio. And then I just had another Zoom with some of my girlfriends. Like this is my first day that I'm even socializing with people. I've been really in a tailspin over it, honestly. I'm very sensitive. I'm very sensitive to negative vibes and stuff, and things screw me up, but I'm getting better.
You should reach out to somebody who sells a backup battery for your phone.
Yeah, they have this little website. You may have heard of it. I'm not sure. You might want to get a pen. Okay, hold on. ebay.com. And then they have another one. I can never remember it. Oh, yeah. Amazon.
I've been ordering from Amazon like crazy.
Oh, my God. John Brecco touched your packages.
Who's
You guys
that?
don't know who he is. All right, good.
Comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, he works for Amazon?
Yes, in Robbinsville.
Oh, right. I
He's
don't know.
good.
Does he have
USA.
I don't know, whatever. I haven't been good. I think I'm finally doing better. My daughter was sick too, but not with coronavirus. But
How do you make extremely intricate, demanding restaurant orders when all the restaurants are closed?
I don't. The only thing I ordered recently was pizza. And that was its own big process of removing it from the box and then.
Yeah, she explained this before, and I proved that the way she was doing it, the virus could just transport itself right onto her pizza.
No, because one of my girlfriends told me that if you get pizza, and we didn't get sick from it yet, so
Takes 2 weeks.
if you get pizza and that the guy who's making it, yeah, he's touching it, but then he throws it in a 500-degree oven, so that kills everything. And then he takes it out with a spatula, puts it in a box. But then when they close the box, that's like the only thing that someone could have touched. So you get it home, and then you open the box, take everything out with a spatula, put it in something else, close the box, throw the box out, bleach the area, wash your hands, and then eat. And that's what we did. And it was kind of stressful.
Were all the pepperonis perpendicular, or I'm just trying to think of how you could have ordered that so that it wasn't
particularly
like
it was, we got a, it was a margarita pie, but had to be a square pie that was made margarita style, and it had meatballs on it. And they were fine. I didn't ask them to do anything specific with the meatballs. And then I got a plain pie on the side to cut up and freeze in 2 sliced increments so we could have that during the week.
Did you accidentally make one of the slices 1/4 of an inch bigger than the other one, so you had to call them back and start all over?
Yeah, then I had to like crumple up the whole pie and throw it away because it was ruined.
The crust on the side.
The crust on the side. The cheese on the side. The sauce on the side. I want the cheese under the sauce.
Yeah.
That's all I ordered.
It's part of your charm, Jeannie, that you very, it's like that when Harry met Sally, how she liked her salad.
Yeah. Now I don't get to do that anymore because I don't go out to eat and I don't really order from anywhere. You know.
You have to work from home?
I do work from home. I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky that my job is busy enough that I can work from home. It's cool, you know.
You don't get omelets every.
I can make my own omelets now, although my omelets are never omelets. They're scrambled eggs with stuff on them.
Have you made another smoothie that looks like the inside of a diaper in hell?
No, you said guacamole that time. No, I haven't. I'm getting better at smoothies. Yeah, they're more liquefied now. Who's at the bottom? Oh, Brendan is getting on.
This is your phone is ringing.
Well, hello. Look at my stylish hair. It's all over the place. I'm loving it.
Oh my God, Brendan.
Wizard's costume with the New York Yankees on the front.
Jonesy, Jeannie said that your podcast isn't going because you wouldn't dress like her, but you look a lot like her right now.
Yeah, the beard. It's all about the beard. I know, right?
You're such a douche.
I know, Gene. Look at this, man. I'm catching up to you. What do you think?
You'll never catch up to me.
Unless he's got a time machine.
Especially if my kids keep stealing my tweezers.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to know what you're using those for.
So how is everyone's captivity going? Well, Tom, you don't count, so you can shut up because you're always been captive out there.
Yeah, I've been quarantined for the last 2 years.
Tom, how you been?
I'm great. I'm fine. I'm not worried about anything.
I just found Brendan Jones's shaving machine.
There it is. Damn it. Got a drone shaving machine. Oh man. So it's been interesting to say the least.
Have you burned down your current place to live since the virus can't leave?
No, we haven't manifested yet. We haven't manifested this place to burn down yet. But we're working on it.
Jonesy is like the fat version of the Terminator. He won't burn down somewhere he can't leave.
Oh my God.
If he could go somewhere else right now, that place would be in fucking ruins.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jeannie is so enthralled about being in this.
Hey, Jeannie, I saw a little bit of your Facebook Live this afternoon.
You did?
I did. Yeah. You're wearing the same shirt. Where'd you get that shirt? That sweater?
This is your unlucky shirt, Brendan.
I know.
It's like an awful family reunion on Wii TV.
Hang on a
Oh,
second, guys.
man.
I'm grabbing. Look. Charger.
Jim Connor said Brendan Jones looks like a dumpster fire that let itself go.
Oh, yeah. This is Brendan's shirt that he wore the day that he got he went to the hospital
Which particular time?
last year.
No, I was in the hospital last year. I think it was even 2 years ago.
Was
Was
it
it-
2
was it
years
that long
already?
ago?
Wow.
Was it
Well,
that
yeah.
long ago?
What were you in the
Was
hospital?
that long ago? Yeah.
What were you in the
Here,
hospital,
wait a minute.
Brendan?
What was I in the hospital for? Being an annoyance to my family, to
Oh,
be
yeah.
quite honest.
I thought
Yeah, it wasn't a good time. So I figured you didn't want it
It
back,
wasn't a
so I
good
just
time.
reminded you.
Well, it's a good time to bring it up. All right. Thanks, Jeannie.
Jeannie
Well,
is
you brought
actually
it
taking
up.
off that shirt right now and burning it
I
live on
kind
the
of
podcast.
did.
You did
I
bring it
kind
up.
of brought up the fact that you're wearing a shirt. But it's like, oh, you could have just said, oh, this is your lucky shirt. The one you wore, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But no, let's just open up some wounds. Yeah.
So Jonesy, I guess the
let's-
medication hasn't found your new address
You
yet.
shouldn't have said
I'll be,
anything.
it hasn't found my new address yet? Okay, yeah. Nope, not yet.
Jeannie, that shirt is lucky for Jonesy. Since you've been wearing it, he hasn't shown up.
There you go. It's a Jonesy repellent shirt.
Yeah.
Brendan, how are you? I miss you, babe.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
I'm
When are you guys
glad.
doing another podcast together?
We're never gonna have a podcast together.
We want.
This is as close as we'll get. You know what?
What?
Some people weren't meant to work together.
What?
Either
I
way.
don't think much of Jonesy's date.
We want.
Aw.
Oh boy, it's my butt.
How have you been keeping busy during the quarantining, Jones?
A lot of Netflix.
Yeah.
I think they should have like a Netflix guide, and users should put a Netflix guide, what to watch, what to avoid. I think Tom Segura has a podcast like what he likes on Netflix, what he doesn't like. There's a lot of shit on Netflix. I found out there's a lot of just crap that you have to avoid.
Amazon Prime, man, it's nothing but crap.
Mhm.
I only thing I watched on the Amazon Prime since I had it was Mike Mazza's wrestling documentary, and it wasn't worth the time.
Mike Mazza's wrestling document. What?
Yes, there's episode 1 of a TV series about wrestling, and he's in it, and it's doing so well on Amazon. A year later, they haven't put up episode 2. What does that tell?
Obviously.
Jeannie, are you plugged in now?
Yeah, I plugged in. I went
All right, good.
downstairs
How
and got
about
my
the
cord. What? I can't tell if it's charging though.
Is there a little lightning little emblem on the battery in the corner? I don't
I
have an
know, but
iPhone, so I don't know what it
I
says.
have to get out of the screen I'm in. I don't know what'll happen. I'm sorry.
No.
No.
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
Yeah, it's charging.
All right, good. Thanks. We appreciate that.
You
So,
asked.
Paul,
I
so-
have to let you know, man.
So, Paul, how have you been? How you been doing? How's hanging out with your wife after so many years?
Yeah. She
Tell me
thinks
what
I'm
that's
still
like.
doing comedy shows. I've been in the garage.
Point out that we are getting a look at the inner sanctum of sexual bliss in North America as Paul is in his bedroom right now.
Yeah.
Jonesy's staring in closer to the phone. Did you see that creepiness?
That's what
Whoa.
happens right there. Oh, is, that
Jim
the,
O'Connor just called Jonesy Flabio because he's fluffing his hair.
is that the same?
Flabio, that's right. Flabio. Yes.
Paul, is that the same room that one of the knees became dislocated in?
Yeah, the second time, yes.
What do you want?
Right where I'm sitting, actually.
What do you want? What do you want?
How did
What do you
your knee
want?
become dislocated?
Wasn't
Cheyenne?
What
mine.
do you want?
It wasn't my
What do
knee.
you want, dog?
Oh.
It's hers.
What do you want? Use your words. Use your words.
There should be captions on the bottom of Jonesy's screen saying, "Please don't burn the house down."
You know, won't tell you how her knee became dislocated.
What do you need?
Say, page 97.
All right. So when did your knee get dislocated, Paul?
Not mine, hers. The ball and thing.
Oh, her knee got dislocated.
For the second time, the first time was in the middle of a live podcast show interviewing. What the fuck was his name again? Is that Doug Biting Jonesy? Please let me know.
You were interviewing the guy. From the other chick.
It's the guy. It's the Amy Schumer head writer.
Was it Amy Schumer or was it Chelsea?
No, it was Amy Schumer's writer. Fuck.
You guys
Someone
haven't
asked me this the other day, and it took me 10 minutes to remember.
haven't seen that episode. It may be the best episode of Dysfunctional.
Yeah, I'm interviewing a guy that was a head writer for Amy Schumer the day after he got in trouble and got fired for making rape jokes. And in the middle of it, Denise dislocates her knee live in the middle of the podcast. And I had to keep the interview going without letting the guy knowing that she just dislocated her knee 3 inches away from me. And you actually see the EMS show up and carry Denise out of the room live on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
I hear that going to Denise.
The show must go on. The show must go on.
Jonesy,
You're
if you
like,
get an
don't say-
A-lister on your podcast, do you say, "Oh, sorry, after 5 minutes, I have to take my wife to the hospital," or do you continue the interview? Get your shit straight.
Maybe
Of course.
it is episode 20.
I don't know. I think I take my wife to the hospital.
Maybe
That's
also,
why you don't have a wife, Jonesy. You don't understand how it works.
no, maybe also not as good. Grew up in the
I
trash.
don't understand how it works. Okay, obviously.
Episode 27. I won't even say what happened during that one because there's a lot of just listen to it. And also the one where Denise threw up in the trash can in the hallway.
Kurt Metzger. Kurt Metzger is the name of the guy I was interviewing.
Can I ask a question? Was this Zoom and Facebook Live thing available to us before coronavirus, or did they just wheel this out like after
Zoom has been
coronavirus?
used by corporations for years.
And
It is a publicly owned company.
I mean, like we could have been doing this the whole time, right?
I don't know how long ago they added the Facebook Live thing. I don't know how long ago they did that because I didn't know they had it when I was poking around. But
Right.
it's the biggest competitor to WebEx.
Yeah, we always used WebEx at work, and we just switched to Zoom like maybe 2 months ago.
Here's the problem with Zoom. Zoom, their room numbers are not that long. And 200 million people joined Zoom when the coronavirus hit.
Yeah.
So you could type in a random number and eventually hit somebody's Zoom meeting and join in.
That's why my company just recently went to where you have to use a password.
Exactly, because without the password, you go right into the meeting. And then the
Yeah.
other exploit, getting all nerdy now, the other exploit is once they join your room, they send you a link to a link that points to their server, which if you click on, shares your password across to their server. But that's the security side of it.
yeah, Google and NASA and a whole bunch of countries and a bunch of people have stopped using Zoom.
They should just put a password on it and it would fix it.
Yeah.
They already defaulted it to now people can't join in. If you start a meeting like we just did, its defaults to put people in the waiting room where you have to click OK to let them in.
Yeah. I'm wondering,
And passwords too.
did Frankie Edgar respond to your request to have him join with
Yeah, Jonesy.
Who's Frankie Edgar?
He's a
Good
UFC
question.
fighter that I think is from Tom's River, New Jersey, right between me and fucking Lakewood, the epicenter of the coronavirus.
that Brendan says can't beat him 3 falls out of 3 in
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Sorry.
Takedowns. It was takedowns, I believe.
Sorry.
So 3 times Jonesy's going to get his cock out and wave it in his face. And then the guy's going to shit himself and he's going to knock him over.
All right.
We have to make this happen. This has to be the reason to get past the coronavirus is to watch Jonesy fight Frankie Edgar. I think
Wrestle,
we could
not
handcuff
fight.
Frankie
Wrestle
Edgar and
Frankie
blindfold him.
Wrestle Frankie Edgar, not fight Frankie Edgar.
Is that the same thing? All right, sorry.
Oh,
It's not. It's not the same thing.
no, not even close.
Oh my god.
But never would it happen. It's just not.
So, Jeannie, you said this is the first day you've reached out to anybody since this virus hit. What have you been
It's
doing?
really my first day of just feeling normal. I've really been panicked and like had a lot of anxiety and depression and everything. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jeannie. That's
Yeah. I'm feeling a lot more normal today though. A lot closer. to normal.
So Jeannie, so how do you deal and cope with your depression, anxiety? What are some methods you use?
I've been listening to a shit ton of like self-hypnosis meditations. I've been trying to like take vitamins and take care of myself and eat healthy. I've been doing the whole social distancing thing. I have not been looking at the news very much at all. I'm serious, like for the first 3 weeks or so, like even now, like if I talk about it too much with someone, like if I'm on the phone with my dad who's all doom and gloom and like, you know, he talks too much about the news of it. I like 5 minutes in, I'm like, I gotta go. Like I get jittery and I have to go, you know? It's like a weird PTSD thing. Sorry, Tom, what?
I like your glasses.
Thank you. Thank you. These are my actual real VisionWorks glasses that I bought right before the pandemic started. So they're real. They're supposedly, I don't have to put them up anymore, but if I walk, I kind of do because they're bifocals or whatever. They're progressives, but I still can't really see great if I'm walking in them.
It's got to get used to train your eye to where to look through the lens. You'll be fine. It takes
true.
It kind of hurts your eyes when you first get them.
Get contact lenses. Tom,
no, I don't touch my eyes. I don't want to touch my eyes.
I was like that too. When I first, I wouldn't have contacts for like 5 years, and then I finally did it. It took me like a month to get used to it.
Wow, I can't even put drops in my eyes. Like if I get pink eye, I close my eye, I put the drop like on the top, and then I quickly blink it so it goes into my eye. I can't handle people touching my eyes or I don't know if I would ever get used to it.
Sheena, you're never getting a boyfriend because if a guy can't put a load in your eye, then he's never going to talk to you.
I guess I'm never getting a boyfriend then.
Don't you want?
I'm okay with that.
Don't you want?
You're okay with that?
I'm totally okay with that.
Don't you want pink-eyed Jeannie because it's cute, girl color?
Conjunctivitis. Come on, it's good for the soul.
What, a boyfriend or pink eye or a guy to jizz in my eye? What's good for my soul?
It goes great with black. You know, it'd be great. And I think I got contacts and they just burned my eyes, and I went back to the doctor and he said your eyes don't create enough moisture.
Yes, you know what though? They have contact lenses now that stay wet longer and they absorb more oxygen, so that would work for you now. I don't know how long ago you did that.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, you should try it, man.
Try it again.
Yeah, they have ones that absorb oxygen so they keep your eye from drying out.
I actually like glasses because I have huge dark circles under my eyes, and the glasses kind of cover them up. I look like.
Is Jonesy fucking that dog?
I don't think I'm fucking the dog. I don't think bestiality has topped the level of my perversity.
Anyone fucking Jonesy?
No, but okay. But speaking of which, okay. So we have to go. We have to go here. So we went there. Okay. So there was one time that I was getting amorous with my roommate, with Lisa, and all of a sudden, like the dog will just not leave me alone. As you can see, this is why I'm kind of like showing this because the dog is always there. So, what is this?
The box is unbelievable.
Really? Licorice? I got Scandinavian licorice.
I ate 3 bags of the stuff. The fucking stuff is fucking great.
By the way, no, I'm on a.
Jeannie, you're about to learn why no one can deal with Jonesy. Just watch. Go ahead, Jonesy.
Why no one can deal with Jonesy? Then why'd you call me to say, hey, you want to come on the podcast?
He called you because I was on.
We wanted you to talk about why you're not doing a podcast.
Together.
No, so anyway, we were having a little romantic time, and the dog is always here. So the dog climbs up on the bed and starts licking my leg. in the middle of the throes of passion. And I just, this dog just will not leave my side. The whole world hates me, but this dog absolutely loves me.
I actually have a
will
joke.
not leave me.
I have a joke I wrote a little while ago about wanting to have a threesome and the dog jumped on the bed. Kind of similar to what you're talking about, but that. Yeah.
I'm just.
No, it freaked me out. This dog started licking my leg. I'm like, what are you doing?
This whole podcast, the only thing to be able to remember is me going, I have these huge dark circles under my eyes, and Jeannie going, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got those dark circles under your
I
eyes.
didn't do that to hurt you. I'm sorry.
Jonesy,
I don't know why I did
who
that.
has the smoothest tongue, Lisa or the dog?
That's evil.
No, answer the question. Say Lisa, Jonesy. Say Lisa, Jonesy. Say Lisa, Jonesy.
I believe it would be Lisa. That's funny.
Now, do you have to have the dog in the room?
Hmm?
I mean, was it good enough that now you have to have the dog in the room?
No. It freaked me out, man. I was just like,
That's
no.
just the foreplay part.
Yeah.
No, that was in the throes of passion.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dog.
It's better than one.
Carlo is supposed to join us. Carlo Valerio.
I see someone's trying to. It's Animal
House Radio podcast. It's the
cool.
Carlo Valerio. It says it's connecting audio. Haven't got a camera yet. In the meantime, we'll just watch Jonesy rape his dog a few more minutes.
So what Lisa just handed me was
Eviction notice.
no.
What part of you?
I wish she can't because of the stain I would leave on society. But no, she's doing society's work. So she handed me licorice from Scandinavia. I got Scandinavian licorice.
The dog
Where'd
likes
she get that?
She subscribes to a treat box every month from a different country of the world.
We've heard that
That's
about
so fun.
It-
We lost Brendan.
Jonesy, you clicked over to another window and you lost us.
Jonesy saying the word treat box is
Yeah, I'm scared as to what kind of treat box he's giving her.
sent
Jonesy.
Liana back to her phone.
Yeah,
Jonesy, you're back. You can't close the window when you're on your phone. Or he...
I just hit it by accident.
All right.
Is Carlo on? It's got that window up there, but he's not.
I haven't got audio or video, so he's probably playing around with his settings. Hopefully it'll come up. Carlo, if you can hear us, we can't hear you yet.
So Jonesy, tell us about.
There he is. I see Carlo.
Jonesy,
All right, Carlo, we can see you, but we can't hear you yet. Oh, you went away again. Where'd you go?
Jonesy, tell us about Lisa's treat box and how it relates to your staying with her rent free.
How does that relate to being rent free? I don't understand, but the treat box is actually very good.
Hey, Jonesy, I saw on my Instagram feed that your ex from Sea Caucus is in like fucking Greece or somewhere, and you used to get rent from her by touching her treat box.
Allegedly, yes.
Oh,
Definitely wasn't allegedly. She told us on the podcast like 5 weeks in a row.
Well,
Wait, did someone just comb your hair?
no, I still got some. I got still got some stuff going on.
So,
She's in Greece?
I know she's in Greece now, but she posts pictures of everywhere, that woman.
yeah, she's
Oh,
all over
yeah.
the place. Yeah.
Yeah, she likes to travel when she can.
Oh,
But
I
you
see
can't
Carlo
tell them
now.
now.
Carlo, we
So
see
I-
you, but we can't hear you yet.
She apparently likes it when people. Well, she likes to adapt herself to the tongues of many languages.
Yes.
Opens lots of doors.
Yeah.
I got a million of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
We still have no audio from Carlo as yet.
How
but,
do you do dating in the coronavirus era? Did you hear about the guy that sent the girl stuff and then actually got a plastic bubble and went on a walk with her.
I saw that in a Walmart
Oh
or
my-
something, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like the John Travolta movie.
Yeah, he's got moves. Only he could walk in it. And there was a thing for him to stick his hand out and he could hold her hand while they were walking.
That's pretty
Doesn't
cool.
that take away the whole point of it? If you're in a bubble, but you can touch your hand on the side of it.
Well, no, it's like a glove that came out of the bubble.
It's like a whole body condom. It's crazy.
All right, let's not get too dirty now. This is a clean
Well,
show.
now it's
Yeah, right.
it's like it's kind of like dating in the Middle East. Everyone everyone's in a burqa,
Yeah.
so that's all fair.
Oh, Carlo. Is Carlo on? Carlo.
You hear
Can you
me?
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, all right. I don't know. Something happened with the audio.
Yeah, you don't know how to work it. That's what happened.
Yeah, well, we're not all geniuses like you limey bastard.
There you go.
Paul, in all seriousness, dude, you pulled my fat out of the fire. Thank you for fixing my computer, man. Seriously.
See that? I do nice things once in a while.
Yes, I know.
Once in a
Very
while.
rarely. It's like it's at the same time when you got to renew your license once every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Speaking of nice
Why
things,
can't we see Carlo?
We can. You probably got to press the right button on your view.
Oh.
He's on.
Right.
He's number 5. So you probably got to hit the.
How
the
come I
option.
can't use my other webcam, Paul? It's making me use my computer webcam.
All right, let's not
Oh,
get too
I
fucking
see.
complicated now. We're trying to do a podcast.
Okay, so
Either
what is the
see him or
subject
you
of
guys.
said podcast?
We were trying to find out what you did that made Jeannie not want to do a podcast with you anymore.
It's called
I want to
power.
hear your side.
You want to hear my side of the story?
Yeah, I didn't go into much detail because I just didn't want to.
This is the guy that Paul won a bet with him. He came to pay it off. He stopped and got Paul a Big Mac and subtracted the cost of the Big Mac from the payback of the bets.
Actually, it was Egg McMuffin, but yeah.
No, that's not true, Tom. What happened was it was on Super Bowl Sunday. I went down to visit Paul and Denise.
Yes, he bought me a Big Mac, but then when he owed me money, he decided I was paying him for the Big Mac. That's what happened.
No, I bought the Big Mac, and then when I decided to pay him after I lost the bet, I deducted the what I paid for the Big Mac.
Well, I don't know where you come from, but in America, when we say I'm buying you a Big Mac, it's not I'm lending you a Big Mac.
No, your wife, you told your wife to get you something. I said, don't worry, I'll pay for it because you already shelled out $80 for food that your cheap ass husband wouldn't pay for because he doesn't like American
You're
food.
now saying that you lent my wife a Big Mac. So why did that come out of my bet money?
Because she was going to buy food for the family that you didn't pay for.
Yes, so it's not my. So what? You come along and now you're the fucking
And
white
now
knight
all of a
lending
sudden,
out my
while
money.
she's going out and getting food for the family that you're supposed to support, that she's paying for with her menial salary,
All
I
right.
decided, that when we're out shopping together and she's going off on you saying, he's an
Wow,
asshole.
no, she never go off on me. I've never had my wife go off on me. Never, ever, ever.
Never. So I'm like, while you're out, could you get me a breakfast or something? And I'm like, you know what? It's fucked up that you're shelling out money for Super Bowl Sunday snacks since he's a fucking limey bastard and doesn't believe in football that's not round. So I decide
Right,
to.
Tom?
Easy. I love myself for bringing this up.
Give Paul a break. He's still reeling from the money he lost from the cupcake venture.
Yeah, don't even get me started. That was like, that's more money than your house, caller. You know?
Okay, so the podcast with you.
Right, anyway, Jonesy, what did you do other than make her dress up in a beard and a wig and some clothes like you for the promo? What else did you do? She said you made you wanted her to dress up like you.
No, we're wearing a Crunch T-shirt. That's all, and I just
Yeah,
had
but
one size.
She's
That's it.
upset that she's allegedly an XL, but you gave her allegedly a 6X shirt.
That's all the only shirt I had.
And you said, "Here, fat bitch, put this shirt on."
No.
I kind of did, but it was
It was
just like
kind of the attitude. It was just the whole attitude whatever. It just didn't work out.
Giving somebody mouthwash is a gift. I mean, you got to consider.
I did say that earlier Jonesy, that I really appreciate that you thought of me to do the podcast with to begin with. It was.
Oh, stop backpedaling. Tell us how much of a cunt he was.
I honest to God said that. No, I'm not going to tell you how much of a cunt he was. I honest to God said that. You could rewind it.
Jonesy, what did you do that made her not want to do a podcast?
Okay, this is the straw that broke the camel's back.
The many straws.
Many straws.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Were you in the 2X shirt with her?
No.
I had my own 2X shirt. Thank you very much.
All
It
right.
was the intern. It was the intern thing. That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Okay, since I was doing an interview, since we had time, because John McGinley was late, I decided to conduct an interview with my intern.
Carlo's like turning this off. Like, go
And
ahead.
so when I'm conducting an interview, I'm waiting for John to get there. All of a sudden, Jeannie decides to go from one side of the room where she was on and then jump on the next table over while I'm conducting an interview. And I say, Jeannie,
Okay, but Jonesy, you didn't tell me I'm going to conduct an interview. What you said to me was when I first got there, this will be great because we have an intern coming too. And then you didn't tell me it was an interview. And then this guy walks in dressed in practically a tuxedo and sits down at a table. And Jonesy goes, let's go sit over there, to the whole fucking room, the way that you talk to everybody usually. So I followed and sat down, not knowing it was an interview. And then you were very dismissive to me and went, go over there.
no, I said, please, I'm conducting an interview. Can you go over there?
I don't think you said please, and I don't even
I
know
did.
if you said
I
the
did.
interview thing.
I
You just
did.
were like, go over there. And
You know what, Jeannie? Seriously, go fuck yourself. Seriously.
Oh, that
Seriously,
didn't
go
sound
fuck
good.
yourself. I'm out. I'm done.
bye.
Way to go, Paul.
How was that my fault?
Why don't
Now
I
we
get-
can fit Carlo on this screen.
Why do I get the feeling that Brendan's intern is like Kramer's?
Brendan's still there. Brendan's
He's
still here.
still there, yeah.
Divided we
Wow, you look
fall.
like fucking Chucky right now, Brendan. Listen, dude, we both have our sides of the story, and they're a little different.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
all.
Yep.
Like,
They
can't we
said
be
they're gonna-
friends? You guys could be dead from coronavirus right now. Be friends.
I
Brendan,
don't
you
need
can
to be
room with
Brendan's friend, you
Weinstein.
guys.
You could share a cell with Harvey Weinstein.
We lost your sound, Jonesy. We can't hear you.
Well, he's not saying anything, believe me.
No, the mic's off. I can see the mic's not on.
Oh.
He's waiting for his intern to come fix it.
Is he
Yeah.
turning the camera? Oh. Jonesy, if you can hear. Oh, we lost Jonesy.
I
He
love
did
that.
disappear. Good. I don't
I
care.
love Jeannie
Whatever.
saying the intern was dressed up practically in a tuxedo.
He was. He came in very spiffy. I feel a little overdressed, honestly, for a deli on a Sunday at 12 that was closed. But that's me.
Did you see how quick his medication failed him?
I
Carlo, did you
didn't think
see
he
that?
would get so mad.
Yeah, that's the-
Why did he get so
Did you see
angry?
how quick that turned?
Is that the guy that was on like all kinds of meds and
Yes.
was like living in your house and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then wasn't there an incident where at one of the clubs where he like touched somebody inappropriately?
There was
Like
probably a
Broadway
few of
Comedy
those.
Club or something?
There was
Several?
some accusations.
Okay. Because I
I
remember. that.
don't think all of them are true,
Oh, okay.
but
Divided we fall.
Oh man. Well, that was fun.
yeah, the good. Yeah, I loved how they didn't want to fight and Jeannie didn't want to say anything, and then she just says one sentence.
He pushed me.
Brendan-
He pushed my button.
Brendan throws his phone through the window of his house.
That's what Paul was hoping for, that he hit that right button.
Yeah.
Of course he was. He wanted to see it happen.
Paul's like the puppet master with all the strings, and he sits there laughing at he turns everybody against each other.
Oh no, Carlo. Let's be clear. Only the guests.
Right.
Oh my God.
I've done Carlo's show a numerous amount of times, and I've only turned Carlo against me.
No, I like when Paul comes on. The best though was when
It's not
he had
facing it.
Stuttering John on,
Yeah,
and
he called me a red coat.
Hey Paul, remember we had Stuttering John on, and he screwed up the whole the the station ID, and you go, "That's getting left in."
Oh
Now, the
god.
best is you used to go to Paul's house on Friday, sit in with him and Denise, and within 30 minutes, they were like, "You know what, Paul? Go fuck yourself," and she would leave the room.
Well, now
Because the cupcakes would come up again.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And fucking house cookies. But
Yeah,
now I just put people on the show that will do that in 3 minutes. Hello,
Right.
G and Jones.
No, the worst is when Paul got mad at Denise because she was at the Wawa swiping people through for their purchases.
Oh yeah,
He goes, "What's wrong with you?"
Stupidity.
Oh my god.
I'm writing a whole 8 minutes of stand up about that. How about you pay my mortgage? Why are you paying some Mexicans fucking cup of coffee at what? Don't get me started, Carlo. Don't get me started, man.
See, I know how to push the buttons.
So Carlo recently moved to a new studio. How's that? You're in the studio that's ran by the guys from Comic Book Man, right?
Well, I did it once over there, but
How was that? It looks like it's not very big.
no, this is my garage right now.
No, I know that because we can see you've got everything you own very cleverly put in the shot. Every
Yeah.
other part of that garage is completely empty.
No, actually, there's too much stuff in here. I gotta dump it out. But
You
yeah,
would
that's
never dump that out. You're such a liar. Carlo has like WWE figures from when they were WWE and WWF. He has all these crazy signed shit. He's never throwing any of that out. Why would you? I don't know why you throw it out in the first place.
no, I'm gonna clean out other stuff to make room because I might build a studio in here. But shared universe
I don't
is
think your
good.
girlfriend's going to be happy if you put her outside.
Yeah, right. No, the shared universe was good, but I can't afford it. It's like it would cost me $140 a week to do the show there.
$140.
Yeah, because they go by the time and then per person. If it's more than 3 people, it's $10 a person. If you want to use Skype, it's $10. It's a lot of little. It adds up, and it's great.
$120. You can go to a place in Utah run by the guy there, Tom Gulley, and you can do your.
That's why I'm trying to learn this Zoom. So I would appreciate it if either you or Tom could walk me through this because I got something really important to do Wednesday, and I don't want to look like an idiot.
Well, just don't put your picture on the camera. You'll be fine.
Okay, Paul.
No, Zoom is all you got to do is you got to spend to do the one that goes Facebook Live. You got to spend the $15 a month.
All right, but do you get to record the session? How does that work?
Yes.
Or is that going to be extra?
It'll record on your hard drive, and it can also record to the cloud. There's not much storage in the cloud included, so you just record it to your hard drive. But if you fuck it up, you can rip the video off of Facebook anyway.
Yep.
Right. I could do that because I have the converter video to MP3.
Yeah. There's tons of things to do that.
Right. Is it but how do you if you have to say you're doing something at 8:00, how do you got to send it to them in email or how does it work?
You can give them the number and the password on the phone, or you can just email them a link they click on.
Oh, okay.
They go through they literally go through exactly what you just did.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's not that complicated to set it up? No. All right.
It's really pretty easy. I was able to do it today.
On a cell phone, it's easier. You just have video, like people like Jeannie that don't know how to hold the fucking phone the right way around. So you get, how you see how her video is in portrait mode, where everybody else knows how to do landscape.
Right.
I am comfortable doing it portrait mode, so I will keep doing that.
Yeah,
I've been using the XSplitter and it seems to be working for me.
Yeah, it works fine. XSplitter is very basic, but it's perfect for what you need to do.
Yeah, because OBS is good, but it's to do some things on OBS is ridiculous.
Yeah, OBS. Yeah, Jeannie, you look very wide in that other shot, so you stay.
You're a jerk. I was trying it. It's not comfortable to hold it that way though, and I don't have a stick, so
You don't have a webcam?
OBS is good, and
I don't. No.
It's called Wirecast.
I gave up my webcam show.
Wirecast
What?
is too much money.
Well, I didn't pay for it, but anyway, Wirecast and OBS are very similar, but they're very, very complicated. And for what you need, it's totally overkill. If you want to build a studio with cameras and special effects and shit, you're not going to be able to pull that off in XSplit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. For now, it's good, but I guess down the road, I can hire you to come in and do it.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
But
oh, Tom, I thought your fucking screen was frozen then, or you're in a food coma or something.
Hey, Paul, let me ask you a question.
No.
My computer was $2,500. How do you put it out on the porch and somebody could have walked by and just picked up the bag?
because I don't let people in my house. It's called the coronavirus
I
pandemic.
know that, but you couldn't have wait until you saw me pull up and then put it outside the front door and then shut your door.
You said you're on your way is when I put it out.
All right, because in that neighborhood, you never know who's walking around.
My neighborhood is very, very white. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
and it's very, very junky-ish too, because
No,
by
there's
the
only
Walmart.
one house on my street that's junky-ish, and that guy's been arrested 50 times. So, and he was the dealer. He was driving a fucking Mercedes when he was like 16.
And they busted him?
Yeah, he went to jail, and then the guy's brother started doing it, and then they arrested him.
What was he selling? Heroin or?
This house 3 doors up from me, they've literally raided 25 times since I've been here.
What were they selling?
Heroin. It's all heroin.
Oh, heroin?
But
They
they
said
don't
you
sell
got the wrong guy. You got to go 3 doors down. That's the guy you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He can afford a better laptop.
Yeah, right. I actually spent some money though. I got the Blue Yeti microphone and I love it. The sound is really good to so far. So
Are you using it right now?
yeah.
Nah, it's awful.
Oh.
No, it's good.
Why don't you go shave that Chihuahua mustache you got on?
Why are you wearing a set of glasses like you're driving a motorbike from 1961?
No, that's because of the light. But these are just readers. I can't see.
No, they look
anymore.
like they're yellow or something, Tom. You see that?
That's just a glare.
Yeah.
So Tom's been in the radio world for a long, long time, Carlo. You should.
No, he's got the voice. He's got, that's
does he sound
everybody
like,
wishes they had his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, you're the only one here not wearing glasses currently.
I have contacts. In. Here's some bad news. About a month ago, I couldn't read my phone, and I have to wear fucking readers unless I want to hold my phone out, this far away.
Oh, you're farsighted?
No, these are
nearsighted.
Yeah, I'm farsighted. Yeah, Jonesy's back.
This is Jonesy.
Uh-oh. He's probably took
Is
his
he gonna
medicine.
tell me to go fuck myself again?
Will you tell him to go?
It's a free country. Jonesy, we haven't got any sound yet.
Did you
Sound
shower,
yet.
Brendan?
No, we have no sound yet.
Hopefully he showered and,
Yeah, okay.
just calmed down. Took a Xanax or whatever he takes.
I want Jeannie.
It disappeared.
Klonopin.
That video we didn't.
Only slower.
Klonopin.
It's so stupid.
Say that slower with a French accent.
To say go fuck yourself.
Tom, what kind of mic are you using? That looks like a pretty decent mic.
You know what? You're going to be upset when you learn that this is a Behringer B1. You can get it. At least when I got it, it was $99. But this is not a direct USB microphone. That's the difference. Is that this is a regular microphone.
That's the same as all of mine.
Yeah, it has phantom power.
Yep, the 24 volts.
And amplified.
Oh, that goes into a board, right?
Yep.
It goes into a little unit or a board. Yeah. And then that goes into your USB. So the signal you're getting is an amplified microphone signal, pure, clear, crisp. And then that just goes in as straight sound.
And then Facebook compresses it and fucks it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So far, I'm happy with this microphone until I can afford something better.
It sounds really good. The old Yetis used to have a big problem with what they call sibilants and plosives.
Right.
S's and P's. The S's would sound hissy, but that microphone that you've got sounds really good.
Well, the trick is you got to talk in front of it. You can't come over the top with it. A lot of people make that mistake. But do you know what setting I should use? Because there's like cardioid. There's like certain. Is there a certain one it's supposed to be on?
Carlo hasn't done any cardio.
Yeah, I used to run 8 miles a day on the treadmill.
Cardioid looks like a heart. If you have unidirectional, you want to use unidirectional because that.
Yeah, I don't know which setting that is. That's the problem.
You're on the back side of it now because the sound's not clear.
The back side of it, cardioid has a wider, picks up a wider range of sound. So because it looks like a heart, it goes off to the sides.
Okay.
And I don't know what the settings are on your microphone. So
kind of the width of where the sound can come from. You can direct it right to your mouth, or you can make it wider, like it's more.
Right.
Yeah, like a room sound, so to speak.
All right.
Yeah, if you have it on the fin setting, I don't remember. Tom knows the word. I don't know the word, but the fin setting, you point it right at your mouth, and it won't pick anything else up.
Yeah, that's unidirectional, and the best way is just to talk into it and change the settings, and you'll hear the one that you like.
Okay. Well, I'm happy with this. I guess I just I'm not sure I've had to do like an equalizer with this, if it even applies for something like this too.
It just depends on what you want it to sound like. If you have a board with an equalizer, you can give yourself some more bass and some more mid-range or some more treble and just get it the way you like it to sound. The one thing I would say about your microphone, it seems to be giving you a heavy East Coast accent.
Yeah, right. You think maybe?
It sounds just like this guy from Jersey trying to sound like he's from Brooklyn.
Yeah. I'd rather sound like a limey from Lenoka Harbor.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't born here. Let's get back to some technical stuff that Jeannie can understand. Jeannie, how's that new Candy Crush game?
How's that new what?
Candy Crush.
It's actually a Coin Master now.
Oh my God, she had a real answer to that.
Jeannie's mic off her phone sounds pretty good, really, when you consider it's a phone.
Yeah, that
I know. My iPhone, it's the best. I just want to turn my light. It's too
Oh,
dark.
look at that. Much better. Ambience. There we go.
Expecting a red light.
Jeannie has a studio. That's a studio lighting she just turned on.
My studio is my car, but I took my daughter to the doctor in it the other day, and I haven't bleached the inside of my car yet. So I'm here.
Your daughter lives in your house.
I know, but it was like very
you gonna
close
bleach the
quarters.
car?
She has mono, and
I don't think you
we
can
had
catch
to
mono.
go. What?
Catch mono?
She got it the beginning of March because she's in a band and they were on tour. In not like big tour, whatever. They were like in Boston, Philly,
Mono.
all
I
over
thought
the
that
place.
went away in
and
the
everybody-
50s, mono.
Yeah, exactly.
Richie Cunningham had it on Happy Days. That's still a thing?
It's still a thing, yes. And it's got like a 30-day incubation.
That's a kissing disease. You know that, right?
Period. They were just sharing drinks. She told me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We're sharing spit.
She didn't tell you what to drink.
She was sharing drinks with a bunch of people, or cigarettes or joints. I don't know. But anyway, so she was sick. So I had to take her to urgent care the other day, and it was just like whatever. The doctor brought us the paperwork that we had to fill out in the car, and I just feel like there's weird germs in my car right now. So
Was she afraid she had the corona?
I've been kind of afraid that it could turn into that. And like, because of her tonsils being so swollen, she is kind of immunocompromised right now. So I've been like a little bit walking on eggshells and scared, but so far we're good. We're okay. You know?
Cool. And Paul, behind you, is that where it all doesn't happen?
Yes.
Nothing happens.
What do you think? Any of you guys want to have a guess as to what they are?
Those are condoms.
No, yeah, all right.
I can't see them.
That size pack.
Those are rubber gloves?
Little boxes of peanut butter jars.
You're a lot closer.
Can I see them
Candles?
closer? I can't see I can't
Hold
see
on.
them at all.
Are they votive candles?
Tell you what it is. It kind of gives away what it is.
Bangers and
like
mash?
a box of candles. Is it tea?
No, it's wipes.
Nope.
Is it a Go-Gurt?
It's my grandson.
Is it a Go-Gurt?
My grandson's autistic, and this is the only thing he eats.
Oh, that's squeeze.
What is it?
I thought it was bangers and mash.
It's like a juice.
Bangers and mash.
Yeah.
Go-Go.
Toad in
juice,
the hole.
Juice and apples and fucking vegetable things. That's the only thing you'll eat. So these things are everywhere in my house.
That was a fun game.
Yeah.
They're British. They have toad in the hole flavor.
Let's do a game that people may not be alive to see if they won. Jeannie, when are you getting a boyfriend?
I'm done. I don't want a boyfriend. I just want to be alone.
Well, how does that work when you... Carlo, figure this one out.
What?
I'm gonna give you...
Carla, figure this one out.
She's been living with her ex-husband for how long since she got divorced?
Almost 4 years.
They
That means she's a
finally sold
lesbian.
the house. Well, I think he bought
And
you
he's
out.
a lesbian. How do you figure that?
Yeah,
Well,
he bought her out.
if you're living with a man,
She bought an apartment in Patterson, and she won't leave the house to go live there.
oh, she's got jungle fever.
Oh, he's a black guy?
Oh, if you're in Patterson, I mean, yeah, unless you're in that Hasidic section. But if
Hey,
you're
no,
living with a
neither.
man,
This
You don't want to go there. I totally get it with fucking Lakewood down the street.
if you're
No,
living
these
with a
are
man
co-ops
for
in
4
Patterson
years
and-
and you don't do anything, then you're a lesbian. There's something going on there. That's okay.
don't
It's
think
you
I
know, I don't judge you if that's whatever floats your boat.
I don't think I'm either.
I don't think she's a lesbian.
Yeah, but if you had a choice, which one would you be?
Just drop my.
If I had a choice, I'm straight. But
Okay.
I just am tired of men.
I
How
think
much,
Did Jeannie just come out on the dysfunctional quarantine?
Jeannie? How much on GoFundMe would you need to make love to Brendan?
Oh wow!
He's done it before, but it was at
Is
gunpoint.
this really a possibility? Can
Yeah,
you make
we'll do a
happen?
fun.
Because
We'll
I
do a
could use some money.
telethon. We'll call it the Brendan Jones telethon. Well, all the proceeds go to you, though.
What do you think we could get? I mean,
Are we charging by the pound for Brendan's?
What is he going to last? Maybe 5 minutes of what do you figure 5 minutes of your
5
time
minutes
is worth?
First of all, this will be after the coronavirus is no longer a threat, right? Because
Okay.
I'm not talking to anyone right now. Like nobody can get anywhere near me, not like within 10 feet.
nobody said talk to him.
I would do it for like $6 million.
Wow.
Making Brendan the $6 million man.
It's only going to last 5 minutes, so.
I
That's
think that I would do it for $6 million.
I think she's straight, but then again, I just dropped. So,
You just
know
what?
we should do, Paul?
my
We should
pants.
do it like a thing where they both get into the same shirt and see how long they could last before they start killing each other. We'll get like a two-headed shirt and put it on them.
Like that god awful Matt Damon movie by the Farrelly brothers.
Oh,
I think they got in.
Oh my God, this is horrendous.
They got in the same shirt. We'd have to see which one had the bigger chest.
we'll make sure Brendan is showered and deloused. Don't worry.
That would be a prize on its own.
Aw, I feel bad. I really feel bad that we had a fight online. Like I genuinely like.
Send him some
I didn't
chocolates.
start it. You started it.
No. I did not start at all. You
kind of did.
I said, Brendan, why aren't you and Jeannie aren't doing a podcast? And he said something, and you said you're a piece of shit, and he said fuck you and hung up. How is that my fault?
Wait, I didn't say he's a piece of shit.
This
No,
all
we can
started over him doing an interview, and he kind of was abrupt to her, and she didn't feel he was abrupt, and then it exploded from there.
He was dismissive toward me, and he's saying that he said, please, I'm doing an interview, go over there. And he didn't. It was the way he said it was nasty. And
so how much of a difference is there between, let's play this out. Here's the two ways. One, the way you said he did it. Cunt, get over there. All right, that's the first one. Now, the way he said to do it. You ready? Please, cunt, get over there.
basically. Because he's trying to say that he told me he was doing an interview, but he really didn't. And it was during a week, I had just done a show for him too. I did like 5 minutes at him and Lisa's show at wherever it was, the pizza place Chicago Pizza Uno or whatever. Yeah. And even that night, like later in the night, he was talking to Mario Gentile, and I was like, I was sitting there. I was just sitting there, and he did the same thing, like this, like brush off thing. Like, can you go over there and get a drink? And it didn't sit well with me. I let it go that time, and the second time it happened was that day, and I was just like, no. And I swear I ripped off the red shirt. I had like a tank top under it, and I threw on my sweatshirt, and I gave him the finger, and I said, fuck you, I'm out of here, and I left. And that was how it ended.
He started. You were being both very civil, and then all of a sudden he just snapped and told you to.
Yeah,
Jeannie, are you a comedian?
I'm worried for my life now.
Jeannie, are you a comedian?
You have to see her act before you can decide that.
Well, I don't know.
My daughter just yelled.
I never met her, so I'm asking.
For her own life also because of Jonesy.
She's a comedian.
Is that the daughter that hides marijuana in a drawer that you found and you made a comic act about?
No, that's my son.
Oh, okay.
Daughter, depends.
Pot in his drawer, actually.
See, it runs in the family. Paul, she has a son that's a daughter.
No.
See, no wonder why she's living with a guy for 4 years and doesn't want to touch him.
No, you guys are getting it all wrong.
I think
I have to keep lowering my volume too because I don't want my family hearing this.
What do they got to do? This is probably the best entertainment they're going to get all week.
My daughter just said, "Ma, you're not jonesing for Jonesy."
Yeah, right. Oh, That's the name of this special. We'll do Jones and for Jonesy, starring Jeannie Knoll.
They're gonna make a special called that.
I'm starting to think that Jeannie's ex-husband is probably the best guy for her, only because she talked to Jonesy for 2 minutes and then she's throwing clothes at him and giving him the finger. But she managed to live in this house for 4 years with this guy when they're divorced.
By the way, there is a song called Jones and for Jones by Dale Watson, if you'd care to use it.
All right, thanks for that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Paul's like, all right, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll start a new sitcom. Jonesy Loves Jeannie.
No. Like, is that Chachi loves Jones?
Yeah, with the reality shows the way they are, it'll be a big hit.
Oh God, no.
Look at the
I could
reality
have my
shows.
own reality
Tiger
show
King.
here.
Keeping Up with the Joneses.
There
You
you
guys
go.
watching Tiger King?
No.
I watched it. It was good.
Don't tell me the end.
I
I don't
refuse to watch
remember the
that.
end. I couldn't tell it to you.
You know, there's another episode coming. They're putting another episode out. I think it's this weekend.
No way, really?
Yeah.
You know what? I watched another good one this week. How to fix a drug scandal. Did anyone see that?
All right, back to the fucking Jonesy. This is awful.
It was a good
What was it called?
show.
How to Be a Lesbian on Netflix?
No, it's not. Although it was about a lesbian.
Oh,
It was.
see, Paul,
was.
see, Paul, I'm on to something here. See, I tell you, once you start digging, you can get to the dirt now. See, now we're hitting
She
pay
went to
dirt.
the store
Oh,
once or
good
twice
Lord.
last week, and she brought back 700 packs of tuna fish. Go figure.
I mean, can you imagine the network meeting? Okay, this woman has lived in the same home as her ex-husband for 4 years. Sold.
If you go on
Stop.
her computer, her screensaver's Jessica Alba, I'll bet.
No, it's not.
I'll hang out with her if that was true.
I don't even think I have a screensaver.
All right, good. That worked out well.
You can see she got dressed up for the occasion too.
Yeah, she's wearing Jonesy's clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
It's clean. It's during a quarantine. Can't I have a break?
See,
All right.
there's some sick mental connection between her and Jonesy, because she told us before he came on, oh, I want nothing to do with him. He's nothing to me. I have nothing to do with him. I haven't talked to him, and fuck him, fuck him. And as soon as he comes on, hey, that's my shirt you're wearing.
No, I got this shirt at Valerie's. I was at Valerie's one night when Jonesy was living there, and I was cold. I needed a sweatshirt, and he was staying there, and he gave me this, and he said, this is a bad luck shirt for me, so you can have it. So I took it, and I own 3 sweatshirts, and this happened to be, I wore my black one for like 3 days already, and then I figured it's time to change, so I changed into this one today.
Well, one for a funeral, and the next step along was Jonesy's.
Jonesy said, here, there's this sweatshirt that's 9 sizes smaller than I normally wear.
9 sizes smaller than the red shirt that he made me wear for our supposed promotion tape or whatever.
He thinks it's got a hood, but that's actually where the tent pole goes.
Oh man. No, it is a smaller shirt. I don't know, whatever.
Paul, I'm gonna run. I gotta go out to the store before the curfew. I gotta get something to eat, and then. But if you were Tom, maybe you can give me a call later and just walk me through how to set everything up for Wednesday. I would appreciate it.
How many people do you want on the show?
It's gonna be me, Anson Williams, and Donnie Most from Happy Days on Zoom. So
Hey,
I don't know how to
You
use
need
Zoom,
more
but
than
they
40 minutes.
that
What
sounds
happened?
You need more than 40 minutes.
No.
Because
Half
40
hour.
minutes is the limit on the free one. But the free,
No, I'm gonna do the $14.99. You said
huh?
I'm gonna do the $14.99.
Yeah, do that, because then you can do the Facebook Live and you can waste the internet with shit like you're seeing here.
Right. All right. But how long do you get?
What, with the $14.99?
Yeah.
7 hours.
I don't need that. Yeah, maybe 40 minutes is good, but all right. Reach out to me later. Nice meeting you, Jeannie.
Bye. Nice meeting you too, Carlo. Good luck on Wednesday.
nice.
All right. Maybe make sure you tune in, Tom. Thank you.
I
Nice.
will.
Later,
It
guys.
sounds like that interview will be excellent amundo.
Yeah, come on. If you want to join it and ask questions, Tom, feel free.
That's okay. You got that. Those are 2 good guests. I'd hate to shift the focus. You're going to do great. Those are really good guests.
Tom will brag about better guests he's had in that interview.
Oh, forget about yeah. I've been getting some really heavyweights lately. You know who was a fun interview? Katie Seagal from Married with Children.
Oh yeah,
She was fun. But all right, guys, I'll see you later.
Right.
Later.
Bye.
Thanks for calling, buddy. And he's out. All right.
Of course, he's got some heavyweights. He was just on with Jonesy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I think I'm going to hit the road too, you guys.
Oh yeah, because he went the road across the room.
I need to go eat something. I'm hungry.
Oh,
What are you gonna have?
Came home. He's on.
I don't even know. Yeah, I got beans. I got rice. I don't have a whole lot left. We haven't shopped in a week.
Take
So
a bunch of money.
Hmm?
Didn't you like just get a check, a big check?
Didn't I just get a big check?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, didn't I thought he bought you out of your house?
Well, yeah, but I don't go to the store, so
Oh.
I'm like, we're waiting as long as we can to go to the store. So
Didn't you have like 19 cats? If you're going to have all that money and never go to the store?
no, I'm not gonna have any cats. I'm allergic.
When you cook for yourself, do you make super exacting? Do you do the same thing that you do at restaurants?
Honestly, for myself, I will open up a can of chickpeas and drain them and put like whatever salad dressing on it and eat that. Like I'll go from like, or I'll make something good, but I don't know. I don't know.
You made the recipe I gave you.
I did.
It was,
But I think when I live on my own, I don't think I'm going to be cooking elaborate big meals.
Into pieces. Broil him in iron. Put him in the microwave for 1 minute and 42 seconds. I can just imagine Tom's recipe for you.
It was a really good 3-cheese Tuscan chicken.
It was chicken. It was really good with, a lot of cheese on it. Was it over pasta? I don't remember. It was good.
It was a 3-cheese Tuscan macaroni.
Yeah. You know what we've been making a lot of lately? I bought these things, like those round flour tortillas. You take them and you put them in these bowls that are like, they have like a certain shape to them, and you put it in the oven, and it makes them
Mexican food.
It makes it into like a Mexican salad bowl or whatever, like the taco bowls.
Do they have tortillas that are not round?
I don't believe so.
All right. You know those round things that are tortillas? The round ones.
Yeah, but the things she's talking about aren't tortillas. They're almost like a pita, right? Is that what we're talking about, Jeannie?
They're like white. They're not corn.
They're like
white.
Their mission makes them, and they're almost like a wrap.
They're or like soft taco shells, like that.
So they're not tortillas.
But you put it in this bowl, and you put the bowl in the oven, and it turns it into like that crispy shell, like that's not fried though. And then you could put rice and beans and meat and salad in it or whatever.
Can you say good meat again, only slower?
No. All right, guys, I want to go eat. This was so much fun.
Call back. Hold on.
What?
I'm trying to get Jonesy to call back to apologize.
He's not going to. He's mad at me. Whatever. I don't know what I did wrong.
Listen to me,
I only told the truth.
Jonesy was fighting with James Mack, and we had James Mack at Dave's podcast. Jonesy apologized to him, and in the next sentence said "fuck you," and then he called back. He apologized. In the next sentence, he said "fuck you." It just went on.
Oh my God. Is he going to call back or what?
I don't know. I'm finding out. I'm telling you.
Tell him if he calls back, I will apologize to him. I don't care. I'm a people pleaser anyway. I could give a shit. I hate having people mad at me.
Did you
I told him
people
he wants
pleaser
to apologize.
slower?
Hold on.
No, Tom.
Jonesy just gets a little mixed up sometimes. That's all.
He's not a bad guy. I think he's a great guy. And like I said,
yeah, I love how she says this when he can't hear, but as soon as he's on the fucking shit, he's like, "Fuck you, piece of shit."
I didn't say that to him. He was not being accurate in what he was saying.
You said cunt cancer. You didn't see cunt cakes. You said cunt cancer.
I did not say that. That you said that. I didn't say that.
Well, I was pretty much shocked by how he went, F-bomb.
He snapped
out of nowhere. It was like a pit bull.
You see, you guys notice me pushing his buttons all the time, right?
Yeah, but I want an assist for bringing up the Big Mac.
Yes, definitely.
I still can't believe that.
He said it when he called back a minute ago. He changed his mind because he didn't want to see anything worse. So I said, "Call back. She wants to apologize." So let's see.
I still can't believe he brought you the money that he owed you minus the cost of the Big Mac. And it was written out on the envelope.
You saw it, right? I posted it. Shit, I got coronavirus.
That's some kooky stuff there.
Is anybody chatting in the Facebook thing?
I'm not watching it right now. I'm talking to Jonesy. I'm trying to get him to call back.
Josh Capozzi blew me a kiss and an
Josh
emoji.
Capozzi is my nephew. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. He's the oil rig guy.
Yeah, out of the blue, he's like 9/11 was an inside job. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
relationship over.
Jim O'Connor's been posting like crazy.
Jim O'Connor is a girlfriend of my best man's brother. Like, I've known him a long time, since back on the BBS. He was one of the guys on the computer thingy.
Gotcha.
Back when I met.
When you and Denise met on the BBS.
All right, he says, I appreciate her attempt at an apology. Tell her to enjoy my lucky shirt.
That's
Okay, then.
Hold on, just give it a minute, because he's more hot and cold than the fucking campfire. So
passive aggressively yours, Brendan.
I hope you enjoy the shirt. I hear it gives cancer.
Is that what he said?
No, I'm just yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
No, it's not.
The
Cancer.
first thing about that shirt is it says Nichols State on it.
Yeah, which I don't even know what that is. Nichols College.
Sorry.
Where is that?
I don't know. Let's find out. I would assume it's in New Jersey, but who knows?
African American school.
It's just warm.
I like Tom. He's like, not gonna laugh at the racist joke.
It is in Dudley, Massachusetts, with an enrollment of 1,308, smaller than my.
So named after more states that Jonesy is banned from. He won't call. He's being a pussy. I tried.
It's all good. I don't care, really.
I tried to get him to call. He
Josh
said he'd be the better person and apologize to him.
Josh says he's going to be dropping in and out just to raise Tom's blood pressure. It's like, Josh, you're really not bothering me at all.
I tell Josh to call.
You have no effect on me whatsoever, like the rest of the humanity.
All right, guys, I want to go eat, and I know Paul can do this for 24 hours because it's his thing. So have a good night. It was fun.
All right, see you later, Jim.
How do I get out?
You exit out of it like normal people.
Get out.
Leave. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You know she's going to join like 9 more times.
No, she's done.
I asked Terrible Tim to call in, so well, as soon as he does, we'll hang up.
Terrible Tim. Yeah, please call in so you can yell your beliefs at us.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can
because apparently getting louder is what makes people believe you.
So you can yell your explanations at us in a monotone voice.
I need to get a light in here.
Mrs. Paul M. Fields.
I'm gonna bring one of my studio lights in here.
I like when he calls your wife Mrs. Paul M. Fields. That's
dude. He goes on this show in Australia the other day, and he goes, "There's this fucking moron called Mr. Paul M. Field who's scared of the Jews. They're going to attack him, and he's going to leave Mrs. Paul M. Field." And the whole of Australia is like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
I don't know what that bloke's. Good God. Sometimes I forget that there is a Timothy Simmons. And then
that's not even his real name, you know that, right?
Yes. And then you described his name earlier quite well. Didn't even give it. You just described it. But then a conspiracy theory comes up that is so completely impossible. Abraham Lincoln never existed or something. And I go, oh, yeah, Timothy Simmons. Yeah. Prove it.
New Jersey was not one of the first states. What?
Yeah, prove there was an Abraham Lincoln. Prove there was
on the north side of it. I'd say, Tim, I think it is, because if I didn't know that, I wouldn't be a citizen right now.
Yeah. Prove there was an Abraham Lincoln. You don't have any proof.
What do you watch that? What was that? Was it Abraham Lincoln versus the vampires or fucking whatever the fuck?
It's a good movie, actually.
Was it? I never saw it.
It's surprisingly good. I mean, if you go into it going, okay, none of this is true. But if you like Timothy Simmons, go into it wanting to pick out a few tidbits of fact and reality, then it's a bad movie.
That was actually written by Tim.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Look at Josh Capozzi. Building 7 fell. No plane hit it. No, just parts of planes and fuel and debris from the building. Oh God, these conspiracy guys just kill me. Jeannie knows that she's watching, so she is a voyeur. I'd suspected it for many years. Jim O'Connor says, I can understand if some believed in one conspiracy, but
that's my point. Why you automatically everything is a conspiracy?
Yeah. Well, and then his big conspiracy about the Sandy Hook kids appeared at the Super Bowl.
That was them. I swear to God, I saw the video. That was definitely them singing. It was definitely them singing.
Of all the people they could have picked, they chose the conspiracy. The ones that were conspiring said, hey, I know a way we can keep this conspiracy under the radar. Let them sing at the Super Bowl. Yeah. Nobody will figure this out then.
Let's carry this dead body towards the gay club where the shots were and make everybody know that it's fake.
Josh Capozzi said, being a sheep, Tom, that's why you think you're going to get famous doing podcasts in your ex-husband's garage. Well, I don't think I'm going to get famous. I don't have an ex-husband.
You and Jeannie up because she's in her ex-husband's garage.
How many things do you have to be wrong about in your statement to also dispel your equally batshit beliefs, Josh? Being a sheep. Yes, I'm one of those people that believes water freezes at 32 degrees. Oh, I've just fallen in with the frozen water insiders. Please. I believe in gravity too, by the way. And oxygen. I'm just such a sheep. 7 and 5 is 12. Ooh,
that. What though? You did move to Utah to be with the sheep.
I don't know how many sheep here.
I don't know sheep in Utah. I have no idea.
Very few. So mostly cattle. And more than that, lumber. And but more than that, mountains. You know, most of the land in Utah is owned by the government. So.
Oh, just as oxygen was created by the Russians. now he's got a point. Yeah.
Yes, less than 32 degrees. Okay. All right. Sheep shagging Tom. Yeah, I'm the guy that sequesters myself with a whole bunch of oily men for 6 weeks at a time. I don't think I'm the one that.
Is he even allowed to do that now? I don't think he's doing that anymore.
Scrutiny.
I don't know.
No, the coronavirus. You can't be on a.
Yeah, they must have people getting oil though, but then the amount of oil being purchased right now has gone down like tenfold, right? Because no one's fucking using their cars.
Right. And they must be just taking it from his hair. He is Italian.
They're not taking it for terrible trim because he's just a big squeaky wheel.
2 weeks and it pays 6 figures. Yeah. 0.00 being included in the 6.
Hey, I worked a week for 6 figures.
So did I.
And I did 45 minutes of work the whole week.
Yeah. Well, you said Tim was coming on. He's
not replying to homo.
He must be scared. That or
I don't know if I could do that whole 2-week thing.
He's got to get Tim's got to get to the store, get some more of those hostess.
But there's no viruses, so he can just go walk down through Times Square and hang out.
Sure, he can.
Seriously, if I get the coronavirus, I'm going to Tim's house and I'm taking him to the coronavirus hospital and I'm going to just stand him in the middle of it and say, "You sure there's no coronavirus, motherfucker?" And I'm going to have a bunch of people kiss him.
Make him lick a toilet seat. Hey Tim, if there's no virus, lick a toilet seat for us, would you?
Yeah, in the hospital.
In the hospital.
There's literally one video he posted. The way he showed it looked like it could be true, and it was this one video about how they were showing this one coronavirus patient, and it looked like a dummy, the head of it, you could look at it, and the way it was shown, it did look like a dummy. And they showed a sign on the wall that said, "Don't touch the mannequins" or some shit. I'm looking at it. I'm like, this could all be true, but it's probably just a training hospital.
Josh asked me if I want to compare tax returns. How could I believe your tax return? That's just some false made up government document. How can I believe such a sketchy proof as that?
You know, I panicked about my tax return after I started getting audited. So I started putting down all the shit that I probably didn't put down a while ago.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this year I probably could have got away with anything. then the auditors aren't looking at anything for the last 6-7 years right now. You know what I mean?
Well, that and I think they'll have a record number of tax returns filed this year because you got to file
your $1,200.
Yeah, you got to file your taxes to get the well, if you got a wife, you get 2,400.
Yep.
Josh Capozzi just made two horrible racial slurs. Actually, it's not racial, bigoted. It's not a race, that's a religion.
They actually gave out the money for these these $1,200. They already started hitting the system.
Yeah. Well, so many people have already filed that.
Yeah, no, you don't have to file anything. It's all done. The government's doing all the people with their bank account information on their tax return from last year and this year.
Oh, okay.
Anybody filed in 2019 or 18, the most recent direct deposit information is where the money's all going.
I never do the direct deposit.
Well, then you are going to be waiting a long time for your $1,200, sir.
That's okay.
Well, if you make more than 75 grand, you're not getting it anyway.
Right. That's true. The thing of it is, when they first started the electronic stuff, you had to go through like e-file or something like that. It was just such a pain in the ass that ever since then I've never done it. I just file the paper and.
Well, I'd imagine you're not waiting for the 1,200 for your next bowl of soup anyway. So
I don't think I'm getting 1,200. So
I got into yet another fight on Facebook yesterday because I wrote anyone who used to people. You know, some people, especially my wife, bang on about how you can't take money with you. You know, you don't bother saving for the future. You live for today. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah. And then all of those people are like, "Hey, haven't got any money for rent. What's a saving account? Fuck you." I'm not writing you a check because you didn't listen to normal people that know how to fucking have a 401k.
Well, that, and a lot of people have a delay. Like they work 2 weeks. They work a month before they get their first 2 weeks worth of, and then they have, after they leave, they get another check when they have a job. And so they're not going to feel the pinch until
a month, right? I guess.
Well, no, 5 days, 5 days from now or whatever, 4 days from now. That'll be the first I didn't get a check day. And some people, believe it or not, in this country still get paid by the month. So they won't.
I've had jobs. I had jobs in England where I get paid by the month, and I'd be broke by like the 5th.
Yeah, they're going to not feel the pinch until May 1st.
You feel rich for the first couple of days of the month.
Yeah.
The first couple of days of the month, you are rich of a certain ethnic persuasion, and you fucking spend all that money.
Did you see the Justin Bieber roast?
A long time ago.
Martha Stewart's on it, and she goes, Kevin Hart, when he got his first big check, he bought a watch that cost $100,000. What's the term for that? It's not African American rich.
I was just saying, when Kevin Hart got his first big check, he put it down and camped on it and slept on a bed.
I'll tell you what, Martha Stewart killed at that roast.
You know, she didn't write one word of that.
No, she didn't. She was smart. She went to the writers and said, I want to be the funniest one here. I want to be cutthroat.
Josh says it's Negro rich. I've never heard it called that.
Yeah, she
definitely not Negro rich.
She said African American, and then she goes, the term will come to me.
I had a woman boss in the late 1990s in IT. And I was the senior network guy, and then there was this black guy who was the junior network guy. And we used to bust his balls all day, and me and him would go back at each other. Hey, your people did this. Hey, it was fine. It was a great relationship. There was no fucking racism involved. It was just fucking fun. It was a fun place to work. So one day, some chick sent a child support letter to his fucking P.O. box, and his wife went there randomly and picked up the mail. So she found out he had a kid she didn't know about this day. So me and this woman, the boss, are in the computer room. I just found this out, and he's in a real shitty mood, and he's never in a shitty mood, this kid.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this wires in this room, and she's like, "Hey, someone nigger rigged these," and I'm like, "Oh," and I'm like, "You can't." I'm at work. You can't say that shit at work, you know? Yeah. She said, "That's not racist. Let me go ask this guy."
Oh, no.
She went out there and she asked him. It was the worst. It was probably the only day of the whole year that you couldn't ask him that question.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like, no.
Oh, man.
What do you remember in, what was that show? Oh, it was Louis, right? Where they had these nuts. Was it nuts? And I guess people used to call them N-word toes.
Yes, Brazil nuts.
Brazil nut. There you go. So. Yeah. Someone's asking if this is the couch audition. Are the couch gang joining our thing? Hey, Carl. Carl, why don't you call our show?
Zane Clary, is this?
Oh, Carl, you've started the show with the first comment. Why don't you call the show, Carl?
Zane, we can't auction off the couch because your mother is currently on it using the couch for just loose pocket change, arcing ropes of DNA covering her. Until she's done, we can't. Sorry.
Getting a piece of pizza from down the back of the couch.
Yeah. Don't take a blue light to the couch after your mom's done to it, is all I got to say, Jane.
Oh, don't take any light to it.
Yeah.
In actual fact, your couch would be funny if anything light got on it.
Yeah, why isn't Carl on with us?
I don't know. He said he's watching.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody want to come on the thing, the show, whatever the hell this bullshit is?
It's hopeful, Tim.
Gulley and Filter Show. Otherwise, we'll fucking end this bullshit.
Yeah.
Last chance. Come on, motherfuckers. We know it takes a minute to hit the stream, so we'll give them a minute to respond.
Well,
what's coming up on that horseshit you do every day?
Well, during the lockdown in the UK, we've been doing shows on Saturday and Sunday early in the day so that people can watch it in the UK. We got a ton of listeners from the UK. I mean, tons that stay up till midnight. And so I do a show at 11 Eastern in the morning on Saturday and Sunday so they can watch it at 4 p.m. So we'll be doing another one of those tomorrow.
Okay, there's a bunch of people joining the room that said they got a link for the couch show.
Yeah, Pookie. Well, it's always Pookie sends them for the couch.
Oh, is it one of your people?
Well, no, that's just common to the couch thing. And in a minute, they'll call one of us ma'am. And, I have a thing on my show where I say, we don't have an auction. We have a fixed price. The couch is, and every time someone calls in about the couch, I raise the price $1,000. So now the couch is $30,000. It's a fixed price. Put the money in my PayPal account. You pay the cost of shipping. I will not describe the couch to you, nor will I show it to you. And they get really upset. And then if that doesn't work, then I go to the other couch that we have.
I remember
their mom is using
150 episodes of Dysfunctional ago. I guess we're one of the early people that got the couch people set on us.
Yeah, when it first started.
Yeah. I gave out the number and we had people that I said, you guys, we were just laughing about it. We had people that were in the couch gang, whatever they call themselves. They called in and we were making fun of it. We were talking to them on the phone.
Yeah, it's like, why would you call here for a couch? Don't you know about Craigslist? Although you might be some good prices on that headboard there, Chief.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's got a real Anne Rice feel to it.
Here's the quiz for the end of the show. Okay.
Yeah.
How did this break? Ready? Can you see this? See this?
Your wife buys really good handcuffs. It's either
That's the quiz for the end of the show.
Handcuffs or the headboard. I'm sensing the headboard gave way first.
So I'll only answer if it's true.
Oh, so that's not true.
Saving it. I'm saving the answer. We'll keep it as a running thing.
Yeah, maybe some of the listeners and viewers can answer that for us.
I guess no one's coming on.
Cowards.
Yeah, should we call it?
Sure, why not?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kill the Facebook feed and say goodbye. Yeah, so say goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. At No Filter Paul, Tom Gulley Show is 7 p.m. Eastern weekdays and some child molesting thing on the weekend. That's about it. Thank you. Appreciate it. This has been Dysfunctional Quarantine episode 1. We're going to kill the feed. Thank you, guys.